I'm actually gonna fucking cry, dude. Hello. Welcome to Suck. Welcome to the special Christmas Suck. Or whatever holiday you believe in. But it's gonna be Christmas, because fuck you. Anyway, yeah, I know it's been a while. It's good to, actually get back to it again. I've got the whole crew here with me as always. How are you guys doing?
Awful.
Mm-hmm.
The usual.
It's really
Yeah.
Christmas this time. For real this time. Not like that other time when I wasn't here. It's actually Christmas. For real.
Yeah.
And a miracle because we're all back. We are bringing you a blessed Christmas miracle. Such
It's so
special
good
shit.
to come back 6 months later and just say it's awful.
And we are all still alive. Some of us barely. Like, I know John feels so fucking miserable that he's barely hanging on. But he is alive. We are alive. And we are live. Ooh, see what I did there? Alive, live. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm dead.
We're still...
He's just dead.
I know who you're voting for.
I'm dead inside. Oh. That one took me a second.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? You remember them jokes? Yeah. Hey.
I'm dead inside.
Well, we're here
Anyway.
and we're talking. That's what matters. That's
Funny,
what
I actually
matters.
haven't had a talk with this whole group since the last suck. I think. I don't think we've gotten a chance to actually call this for some reason.
Contrary to popular belief, we don't actually even though we text each other all the time, pretty much every week or so,
Well,
we don't actually
okay.
We don't actually like call each other.
Nah, they're bullshit. These two guys are always like making out and shit in our chat, and I
Suck
just
trivia.
sometimes see the stuff they post, and I'm like, haha, and then I'm like, haha, guys, look at this stupid thing on Twitter, and they crickets, and then a few days later they start talking with each other again. So
Suck trivia. We actually hate each other.
Yeah.
No, they love each other, but
Including
just,
myself.
Like, I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of like a third
It's
wheel
transitive.
sometimes.
Everyone hates everyone, including themselves.
I secretly really love them, but I don't know if they love me back. I think they just need my voice to carry the podcast sometimes, but that's okay. I don't mind being the voice of the show, because, the one time I'm not here, complete disaster, the music's everywhere, come on. They needed that quality control, that's what it was.
You guys
No
want to play the
longer
next game?
two.
I will never miss an episode again. And I know I already went over this in the last episode, but it's been 6 months. We need a refresher. I will never miss an episode again. And I'll make sure of that, because if I'm not here, you can't do it. You're legal. We need to write a contract. Legally binding. You can't do a suck when I'm not here. You got to do Sunlust. Have you even finished Sunlust? I bet you
I
haven't.
haven't. I'm still stuck
See,
on Invertian Darkness
it's been
because
like,
Rednex
what, 4
specifically
years?
said it was unfair. I haven't played
4
it
years?
in like a while. Just by
Yeah.
actually playing like a bit more Doom recently.
So that one time I didn't show up because I fell asleep. I thought you guys would have. When I got up, I was like, okay, they must have done Sunlust instead, because there's no way they would do a suck without me. Oh shit! So
That was
let's
the most
just,
awkward suck I've ever done because I was talking a lot and I wasn't used to it. It scared the shit out of me.
Okay,
You're just
don't
not
wanna be-
used to like being an active participant in something. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Yeah.
well, I want to put jokes aside. You guys, when I watched it back, you guys did do really well. Like, I don't know why I feel so awkward. Like, I thought you guys did really good, and you sort of came out your shell and had a bit more time. I thought you did pretty well considering the circumstances. The catastrophic circumstances that 90% of the vocals were missing. You filled up the space very well.
It's not hard when you actually have to like make someone talk about something. That's what I've learned from school. Is that like you can actually.
It's
bullshit,
easy.
like,
Just
a
hold them
lot
at
easier.
gunpoint.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what you did? Oh, that's how you got him to talk so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's triggered by Discord's. The trigger is triggered by Discord's noise gate. You immediately die when Discord doesn't register any audio coming out.
Yeah, that green light around your Discord icon. when
It's your
you're talking.
lifeline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it goes out, you're dead.
that's why I put my microphone inside of my PC fan.
Keep talking.
Oh yeah,
I
it went out
on
on
my
me
PC.
multiple times.
I told it to stop.
I
I'm
got
gonna die.
I got my fan next to my desk. All I gotta do is just stick
Oh,
my
no, it
microphone
stopped.
on my fan.
Shit, man. Okay, so I want to get this point across before we delve into whatever topic you got set up first, but I just want to say that obviously, because it's been 6 months and 2 weeks since the last suck. It's been so fucking long. There have been so many like relevant topics, like films, politics, memes, video games, all kinds of shit has come up. And there's been many where it's like, oh, this would be great to talk about in a suck. But because we never got the chance to do it all this time, we just had to let it go. And it's like there's some things I could talk about, like one example was the new Suicide Squad film, where it's not really that new now, but it was new at the time, the newer one. I watched it when it came out twice, and yeah, I could have said a lot about it at the time if we'd have done a suck, but that kind of passed. And if I talk about it now, it's like, because there's a certain other film that just come out, and I've seen that today, so I could talk about that instead. And yeah, the Ultra, see, straight in there in the chat, he's already said it. But and there's just like probably some memes and some relevance. I can't even remember. Like so much has happened. I've already
A
forgotten.
lot of that requires like very active coordination too. Because I did not see the Suicide Squad. I saw some of the clips about the Polka Dot Man, and I thought that was very funny. How John Cena you said the Polka Dot Man was funny, and I thought it was funny. And
Yeah.
I laughed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
No,
really
it
don't
was
know anything about the
genuinely
movie
good.
other than that it was a lot better than Suicide Squad.
Oh god, yeah. So I'm not going to do like a massive long segment about it, but because you haven't seen it, I'll just quickly say that yeah, it's worth watching. Please do see it because it is just a lot of fun. Like it's not like the greatest superhero film ever made. It's not like the masterpiece club, but it's a lot of fun. I think the biggest word for it is fun. It's just a really enjoyable like flick. Just them do
Fun
some
is a lot
action,
better
do some
than
cool
just
shit,
like
cool shit. It-
Drake
It's
drab
not even,
fucking.
dude. dude, it's not even comparable to the first one.
Uh-huh.
It's like if someone took something that was complete fucking shit and actually got the right guy in charge for it to do it properly and fix all the problems. This sounds a bit familiar. To do it right, and it's like, oh, this is how it should have been in the first place. This is exactly how Suicide Squad should have been. Like every single detail, like right down to like certain characters who in the first one were like done in a certain way, but are so one-dimensional. Even though at the time I kind of liked it because she's hot, but done much better this time around. It's just
There was some
everything
kind
about
of
it is just
Suicide
so much
Squad.
better. It was some good, yeah. But there was none of that. Instead, we got Idris Elba going, "Fuck's sake!" And I felt, oh man, I felt that as a British person who swears, I felt that.
He's your
That was
mum.
so relatable. That was such a relatable moment. So like, yeah, I'm digging it. Like Idris, I haven't really seen anything he was in before I watched that, and everyone's going on about, oh, we want him to be the new James Bond, and like, so I was like, okay, well, I've never seen him in anything. I never watched The Wire or Luther or any of that, but I see him in this film, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I kind of dig it. I'm seeing where they're coming from now. I like him. I think he's kind of cool.
Actually,
I think
speaking of Bond, I did see the new
you
Bond
could do it.
movie, and like
Oh, you saw No Time to Die.
I've heard it. I've heard like split opinions on pretty much everyone I've watched. Like all of the long form critics that like make 4 or 5 hour videos about fucking movies. Like
Right, it's your turn now because
they
I
say it
haven't
was-
seen that.
yeah, they say it wasn't that great. But like honestly, I can't really
Yeah.
say too much about spoiling it. But all I will say is
Yeah.
that like Daniel Craig didn't want to make another Bond movie. Extrapolate that how
well,
you
yeah,
will.
we knew that. Yeah, it was definitely his last. He wanted to
That's
get
his
out
last.
of
Yeah, that's all I'm
Yeah.
saying on that. But
there. What is he just like got this thing throughout the entire film where it's like you can tell he just don't want to be there?
no, not that. Like
Okay.
it wasn't too bad. Like I feel like he did like serviceable as what Daniel Craig Bond can be.
Okay.
I think the situation was pretty awesome. I remember like everyone was mad because like since technically Bond's retired in that movie, that there was like a black
Yeah.
woman in the 007
Yeah,
slot
yeah,
now.
yeah. I know what
For
I know
some
what
reason.
all the rants were about. I know the whole reception on the internet. People were getting worked up. I already know. I don't have to go like well into it because I have my opinions. People.
Mm-hmm.
But I always want to give a film a chance because it's so easy to write everything out. Everything that comes out off as just like a piece of shit every time because so much of it is just shit. But when you see something, it's like you want to believe that it's gonna be good. Like Ready Player One. Remember how that went when we were sitting there? I was sitting here saying, "Oh, I just want to believe that it's gonna be good," and it wasn't. But like, sometimes you do, like Joker. I'll never forget how much we felt so good that we were talking positively about something for once when that film come out. It proved that it can still be done, and the Suicide Squad as well. If we'd have done a suck a couple months ago, I would have been saying the same thing. It feels so good to talk about a great film that I really enjoyed instead of another piece of corporate crap just to make money that sucks dick. No, it was really good. So I want to have faith in a film that comes out, a new Bond, whoever gets announced as the next Bond. I don't know. You want to have faith that they can do something good with it, even if it looks obvious it's gonna suck. You gotta try and
Yeah.
Well, actually, it kind of depends. Really, it depends on the way it markets. Like, if it feels too obvious that you could tell, like the agenda is seeping through, and they only care.
I
about
watched
certain
literally
messaging.
nothing. I watched literally nothing about No Time to Die before I saw it. I didn't see any of the trailers other than like I knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be another Bond movie. That's where people got their like.
That's probably the best way to get into
I
it. Then,
totally
any-
forgot there was a new
Yeah.
movie coming out. Like I didn't even fucking realize.
Honestly,
It
though,
just
like,
came and went for me.
I think everyone said like the trailers made it seem like a diversity like power thing like
Like took over.
why are they making
boring
it-
old
yeah, like-
fucking old white man Bond is retired and rubbish, and this new progressive woman is much better than him.
except
You need
she's
to
barely
take
in the
back-
fucking movie like for maybe a quarter of it.
That's why when I've read about it in the papers, I haven't seen the film, but sometimes when you read a newspaper, you see like reviews of the films that come out, and you see people throwing a word in, and the general gist of it does seem to be like it's not actually like that. It's actually a lot better than the people who are quick to knee jerk to like a certain it's this, it's a little more than that. It's not just
I will say
the bottom of the
this
barrel.
is the first movie I've kept the ticket from, and the first movie where I kept my like dinner order from. Okay, let me actually ask something. Are fucking theaters just like not shit anymore?
Wait,
Where
what
I
do you mean?
live, where I
don't
grew
know,
up,
don't get what you mean? Why would
where
that
I
be the
grew
first
up,
film you keep
where I
the
grew up,
ticket?
you go to the concession stand, you go to the theater, you sit and you watch the fucking movie. But
Yeah.
we have where I go to school, we have something called the Alamo, And it's a theater where you just get your ticket, you go sit down, and people come up to you and like take like cards from you that like have menus on them. You can order food like in the middle of your fucking movie. So
what the fuck is that shit?
I ate like
American
16
shit.
hot wings and about like sharded myself in the middle of the theater.
I've only seen it once, like when I was in Texas, but like it was fucking magical. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Right?
Oh, even Americans don't believe it. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was just a you thing.
Dude, no, I just had never seen like service like that before. In something I won't say medial, but it was just very nice.
Oh wow,
That's
Judas.
crazy.
This guy, I just got to mention this guy in the chat is like, "Hey guys, finally got to see this live. Haven't been here live before. Wow!"
Oh, hey,
and
Judas.
I recognize
Good to
that
hear.
guy. He's long-time viewer, very very cool guy. I appreciate. Sometimes I go back and I see some of his comments. That guy, one of the few people that like really motivates you to keep going with his support. It's really good. So it's nice to see someone finally be able to catch it live after 6 months and 2 weeks. It's a miracle, the Christmas miracle. Yes, we're all still alive. I love
Yeah,
that.
sucks
Makes me smile
the
just to
Christmas
say that.
miracle.
Yeah.
We're all gonna do sucks on like every Christmas now, so it's only be like once.
We've got to do at least Christmas. At
What-
least
yeah.
Christmas. If we can give the people one present each year, it'll be the Christmas special. That's it.
Super underwhelming Christmas crew.
Yay! Or we need to like put another C. Super underwhelming Christmas track crew. I bet people have long since forgotten what it stood for after all this time because we never say it anymore.
It doesn't get abbreviated anymore. In, like, any of the
No,
others.
it doesn't even get the dots. It's just the word. Like,
Mildly
Like, he
unrelated,
defined
but like I have like one of the largest pet peeves of mine is like when like someone's abbreviating like an acronym and they forget the period on the last letter. I see it happen so many times.
God, you see it? Yeah. I thought I might have been the only guy. I don't know if it's a peeve, but I make note of it. Like when I save all the art that people make for Suck, I always put like if I do Suck with the dots, I've kind of stopped doing it because we've started to like remove the dots at this point. But whenever I do acronyms that have the dots, I always make sure I put the one on the end because I noticed that you sort of forget the one on the end. That's an interesting observation. I didn't think anyone else would even make note of that. Dude,
Oh, absolutely
this is why
no.
I love you.
It's okay. Love you too,
That
bro.
fucked him up. Look. Yeah. Yay! Christmas! It's the only time you would ever say that.
Yeah, on the 26th I'm gonna kill you. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay. I really
Enjoy your next
will.
45 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say about the Bond thing because John was saying he barely even knew it was coming out. I was gonna say as a British person, oh, I knew it was coming out. You know why? Because it was fucking everywhere over here in James Bond land. Oh fuck me, it was on every fucking bus, in every paper, on every fucking billboard, advertisement, everywhere. On
I
the
imagine it
TV,
has, like, a
no
much
time
more,
to fucking die.
Much higher
Yeah.
cultural impact on you guys.
No
seeing as,
time
like,
to
the
see
histories.
anything else advertised ever until this thing's out of the theaters. That's it. Cinema. Fucking.
The most I fucking seen was just like a trailer on like an advertisement, and that was it. That's the only time I've ever seen it.
I saw like YouTube ads when I had it on my phone, and it was literally just like Bond getting out of a car and like flexing his ass.
Yeah, it's just like 5 seconds of like him just getting out. I think I know which one you're talking about. It's just like
It's
him
like the
getting out.
reverse of that,
Getting out
like
of the car.
that GIF that just says "your," and it's like the guy from like the spy movie getting in the car and everything explodes. It's the reverse of that.
Oh my god.
There. Instead of your, it's there, and he's getting out. of the car.
Advertisements just have like no realm of my existence at all in my life anymore. Like every single device I own just blocks ads in some way or another.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Good. Oh, we should have said this right at the start. Okay, now that everyone's here, everyone in
Oh,
the chat
yeah.
right now, you have to listen very carefully. If you're using a browser that supports it, so Chrome.
Let me go grab
Firefox,
the link
etc.
actually.
Yeah. Post it in the chat, in the stream chat. Make sure you post the right one as well. Return YouTube dislike extension. Most of these guys probably already using it, but just in case there's anyone here who doesn't, Junus, anyone, make sure you install that extension because no one has to put up with this bullshit. We will make sure no one puts up with the worst decision YouTube have made in so many years. I cannot even think of, yeah, we're getting into that soon. I mean, are we good to get into it now, or were we talking about just?
I think
before
we-
I
think
think
we're good.
it's fine. Yeah,
Adblock.
I'm
Adblock as
satisfied
well.
with I'm satisfied with no more fucking Bond.
Okay, so no more Bond.
No
Yeah.
more?
So make sure you get your ad block as well. Everyone, like, because what John was saying, you just don't get ads anymore. I haven't seen an ad on YouTube for like 7 years on desktop. I rarely use it on my phone, but when I do, you get an ad on it or whatever. But on desktop, I haven't seen an ad for like 7 years. So over the years, I've seen people like on Twitter and that complain about double ads or a minute unskippable ad. I don't know what the ads are like because I don't know what the fuck they're doing with ads because I never see them. For all I know, there could be like an hour-long ad now. I don't know what they do with ads anymore because I never see them. I haven't seen them since 2014. So I don't know.
Someone else get the fucking the extension. I can't get out of my student account, which for some reason doesn't let me.
Hang on. I got it.
I need to install this anyway. I've been lazy about that.
Yeah, I've seen everyone complain about it. There's like even like porn ads that show up, and then it's like those like kids game ads, but like they're just like the characters are like wearing nothing at all, like the fucking Friday Night Funkin' ads.
Yeah,
I like playing 3D Rape Walker on my Android.
Okay, so I posted it in the stream chat just now. Everyone, I see Jonas is on his phone. When you get home, like, you know, yeah, just or if you get off your phone and on your computer after the stream is over and you can't access the chat, just make sure you do returnyoutubedislike.com. So it's like, if you just put return YouTube dislike in Google, for me, the first thing that comes up is the Chrome extension. So if you're not using Chrome, using Firefox or Opera or Brave or some other shit, I don't know, make sure it's returnyoutubedislike.com, and it takes you through what you can use it as an extension for, because it links you to each one on whatever browser that supports it. Yeah, so yeah, everyone get this. I wish I had a bigger platform so I could do a PSA of this shit, because I want as many people as possible to stand against this shit, because I think a lot of people still don't know, and it really bothers me because I see a lot of videos that I feel, obviously they're not going to have many dislikes anyway, because it's like a nice video, it's a good video, it's like good content or whatever, but it's like, I feel like some of the dislikes won't be there because people aren't going to bother pressing it anymore, because it feels like it's no point because they're not going to see it. But if more and more people knew that they could still see it with the extension, they'd be more likely to press the button again. So I want more people to know about it, just so the feature doesn't become more useless, less useful. I don't know, but anyway,
Ultra makes a good point here. Actually, like, he wants, like, what I want people to make more money, like,
yeah, I know,
AdSense on YouTube. In that case, turn it off. Refresh the page, let them get their money. Otherwise, there's no reason to
No, man, no.
But yeah, if you really care about a creator, most of the time, most of these like creators or really small creators usually have a Patreon.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, you not using adblock is not going to give them any fucking money, because YouTube don't give anyone any fucking money anymore. Yeah. You all know this. They fucking demonetize, fuck them over every chance they get. So they all got Patreons and some other sites. So if you want to support the creators that you want to earn money, give them the money directly yourself.
Go to their OnlyFans.
Don't fucking filter it through YouTube. They take a third of the cut or whatever it is anyway. And then if they say fuck in their video one time, they don't get no money. Bullshit. Yeah. I'll tell you, when I make videos again, I'm going to say every fucking... There was this thing, like, where you can't say it 30 seconds in, so they wait 30 seconds and then they start swearing. I'm going to say cunt, bitch, fuck, bullshit, cunt, fucking shit. Like, in the first 10 seconds, fuck your money, Susan, I don't care. If people want to give me money, I'll do a special donation page where it says givememoney.com or some shit. Because I'm not getting soft for stupid family-friendly...
The first second of my next video is just going to be twerking on my desk. And then it's going to cut to whatever the video is.
Oh, I want to see that. I'll pay.
I get taken out of the I get taken out of the AdSense, and no one puts ads in my video.
I was actually thinking recently, because
like strip club.
For like the past week, I've been thinking recently, because my dumbass plays videos. I just realized that the fucking title really has the word dumbass, and I don't know if that's like grounds for like...
I have a video that's called The Rude Shitstorm. It literally has a swear word in the title, so I don't really care though. It doesn't make money. They're not monetized. I haven't monetized any videos. But yeah, if you want to make money, you gotta be doing the donations. Like, who the fuck's relying solely on YouTube at this point? It's impossible. You can't. So yeah,
you just have to go straight to him.
Don't worry about I want people to make money, because nah, fuck the YouTube ad revenue. Those people who are trying to make money, they already know that they ain't getting shit from YouTube. So don't feel too guilty that you got ad block on. Please put it on when you watch any of my videos. Just put it on. Don't let the ads come up, because some of the YouTube poops, they get copyright claims and they put the ads on. So if it gets a copyright claim, the YouTube starts putting ads. Like the very first YouTube poop I ever made has the includes paid promotion in the corner, so it makes it look like I'm trying to make money. I remember I got a comment on that like a year or two ago. Like they just said the words includes paid promotion because they noticed it, and I had to respond explaining that wasn't me. That was the fucking copyright, the content that are doing it. That's not me. Like if I had the option, I would disable ads on all my videos, so no money could ever be made ever. But that's not my. It's out of my control. It's the company's, dude.
That's why you twerk on your desk in the first second.
Yeah.
And then nothing else.
Put ad block on. I cannot stress it enough. When I come back and make content, I'm going to tell everyone, get ad block, get the YouTube return dislike. Don't do anything just because you want me to make money on YouTube. If you want to give me money, we'll set something else up for that. And the same goes for these guys too. You know, this is how we're going to do it. Don't let these big guys fuck us about and control the way we do the things we do. Because I've seen many creators, YouTubers and that, they've gotten kind of soft over the years because they don't want to say they don't want to swear or make a rude sex joke or say no, we're not going to say that word though. We can't say that one. They can't say certain things anymore, and they're just not funny, and they're, you know, and they're not what they used to be because they want to make money. And I get it, like they want to earn a living, like they got to pay rent, they got to pay the bill. You know, obviously they can't just like start saying fuck and get demonetized, so they get homeless or some shit. Like they got to earn the living. I get it, but I don't want to become like
watching creator personalities like evolve on YouTube is really
purposely
disturbing.
soft myself, yeah.
Like watching people just like stare and like all their like muscles contracted and that awful like P-word face, and they like look at like the Friday Night Funkin' mod and they just go like, "What the frick?" Like it's genuinely
crazy.
hard to watch.
Like
it's crazy to think that like, you know, at any point in time YouTube can just like change one little thing and it'll completely change the way people make videos, because like that's the way they fucking live. If they don't do it, if they change one thing, they have to abide by it because that's the only way they make money on the platform. And it's crazy. It's, oh god, they could do literally anything. Like YouTube literally has everyone like by strings. It's fucking crazy. I don't understand why people. It's like fast food at this point. It's like being a fast food industry worker. It's like you can't do shit.
Dude,
oh my god.
People,
it's crazy.
I highly suggest like all the time against having like a YouTube as your primary like work.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's safe at all.
Because now it's getting to a point where it's like so unreliable. Because like at any point, like, you know, something can happen. Your channel can get removed for literally no reason, like we've seen with many other YouTubers, and it's like
several times.
How do you even fight that? Like,
it's not even like you're scared to say fuck. You could do you could just upload a normal video and it gets like accidentally flagged or some shit, or like it gets demonetized for no reason, or maybe there was like a footage that looks like a penis but it's not actually, because it's like a fucking a rocket. A rocket pickup ammo that looks like a penis, and it gets demonetized, or like the video game has like a speck of blood in it and then you don't make any money. Like, it's bullshit. And there's one thing I wanted to ask, is like, I just don't get the whole thing. Like, why the hell does YouTube Kids even exist if the entire downfall of this site in the last few years is based on the premise that they're trying to make it family friendly and clean for advertisers? What the fuck is the point in YouTube Kids even existing if they're constantly trying to put fucking foam corners on the sharp ends of this site to appeal to all the kids that are obviously all using it? It's ridiculous. You know, we got a fucking YouTube Kids. Parents have no right to complain. This is going back to the copper shit, because you know parents were like fucking ranting and raving about what kids were seeing.
Happened, yeah. I forgot that shit even happened.
It's not enforceable. You can't fucking enforce that. Like, you can't like actually spend time
up to the parents
on like shit that isn't extreme.
It's up to the parents to monitor what they do, and YouTube Kids was an attempt to only show fucking Baby Shark and Wheels on the Bus videos, you know.
So like, obviously, if like you post like a fucking Mickey Mouse like cartoon piss like video for the first 5 seconds, and then, like, the rest of the video is like a shark exploding.
Yeah. I remember seeing like one of those like lazy talent videos, but they had like racial slurs dubbed in, and it was fucking dubbed under YouTube Kids. Oh, that shit! I'm not even kidding. This shit is broken.
Yeah, that's another thing that really pisses me off. is that every single video that includes a cartoon, like any animation or some TV show that was for kids, it immediately disables comments because it labels it as YouTube Kids. So I can't do. I know this is trivial, but sometimes you go on like an old cartoon show, you want to look at the comments to see what people are saying, like, oh, it's nostalgia when I was little. You want to see other people's experiences. You don't get that anymore. It's the same with music. All the best quality music is on the topic channels, right? The automatic generated topic channels. But they always disable comments, so you don't get any of the fucking, like the human interaction and experiences and stories. I like going in the comments and reading what people have to say, and most of the content I go on, they're fucking disabled anyway. It's like you take away the dislikes, you take away the comments on most of the decent music and content. It's like, what the fuck? It's like you're trying to remove people from YouTube entirely, so it's just the content and nothing else.
People can't talk shit if there's no people on YouTube.
It's not just about like people don't rule YouTube anymore, like the old days of the individual content creator instead of the corporate companies and the money making. It's not even just that. It's like they're trying to erase or cover up the existence of the users altogether, hiding their voices from dislikes, hiding the comments from all the fucking music and kids' cartoons and shit. They're trying to act like we don't exist. We only exist as numbers, views. They won't go away, although they will simplify them to fucking M and K and shit, and they hide your subscriber count because fucking drama, Social Blade. Remember that? Yeah, that's still fucking. They're gonna hide everything. You don't get to do fuck all anymore, and it's like you don't exist. You're just a number, a statistic. No one They don't care about individual people.
That actually is kind
anymore.
of relevant to like something I saw like over the past couple of days.
Yeah.
This is a Netflix like original, haha, funny cringe, I know. But this is like this Netflix original I saw called The Social Dilemma, and it's a bunch of shit you already know about how social media companies like implement like psychology that they put into their algorithms to make using their platforms like purposely addictive, so engagement goes up. And they do
though. They do that.
They absolutely do. But this is like this show is like widely, or not show. It's just like a 90-minute movie. It's a bunch of like past like tech giants like developers for Facebook, for Twitter, for Instagram, all kinds of like media platforms basically saying like, yeah, that's 100% right, that's 100% intentional.
Yeah, confirming what we already knew.
It's just stuff we know, but like now it's more widely available to a wider audience, which I hope will be able to take it to heart, because
we are living in the dystopia. We'll talk about the dystopian future. We are living in it, but it just isn't exactly what we thought it was from all the sci-fi movies in the last 30 years.
Like, we're not gonna be breathing like gaseous shit that gets spewed out of like infinitely like many factories.
And no flying
like,
cars.
around.
We ain't got flying cars either. It's not. It's like it's not as cool anyway. It's a dystopian future that's not even as cool as the dystopian futures we saw in the movies. No flying cars. Dystopia. No fucking no. No holograms and digital screens and shit. I mean, that technology technically exists, but it's not like it is in the films. But all it is the social media, and everyone's stuck inside, all depressed and becoming miserable and thinking they're things that they're not. And I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to get cancelled. And everyone's just turning insane and depressed and killing themselves or something.
Here's the thing about fact checkers, though. I'm trying to answer this comment here. Like, here's the thing about Facebook's like fact checking. The way that like the algorithm works, if you don't have a person like monitoring it manually, it's only going to react to what's most popular. Like, there's no way you can like have it learn like what is automatically like true, like through circumstance alone. There's no way you can teach that. You have to have someone there to like
every incident has context. Like, it could be one thing or another. An algorithm can't know that. I mean, we already know this because there's another thing YouTube did earlier this year. A load of YouTube poopers were losing their videos over fucking 9/11 footage. Every YouTube poop that had even 2 seconds of 9/11 footage was scrubbed for extremist fucking violent terrorist organization content. So like, if you make a 9/11 joke, I think it's okay if you just use like an image or something, or if you make them say 9/11. But if you show the footage of the incident at all, then that whole video just gets removed without even a request. Hey, can you trim this part out or take the video down or something? No, they just remove it. We've removed your video. Oh, thanks for giving me a fucking warning so I could have trimmed. Because you got the trimmer, right? You got that thing on YouTube where you can trim like a piece out. They couldn't just make you no. They just take it off. They take the whole fucking video down because the algorithm just detects anything that is terrorist stuff, no matter what the context, and just removes it.
YouTube enforcement is so fucking stupid.
It's so bad,
Like I compare it to like just being in real life because that's how everything should be compared. But like if you like walk like trespass somewhere, like if you like jump like a fucking fence or something, and like there's a cop there, he just says like, hey, don't fucking do that, and you're like, okay, you just go back and you like go about your day. Like that's it. That's how most of those situations end. This is like being 12 feet away from the fence and immediately getting tased in the balls and then not being told what you did wrong.
Oh god, yeah.
And then fined for like
$40
for like making use of a taser.
Yeah. What? Yeah, they're infamous for just not telling you what you've even done wrong. YouTube just keeps punishing people for shit, and then they don't even know what they did, so they can avoid making the mistake next time.
And that
even
shit
if,
pisses me
even
off.
if
Just
the
from like
mistake is
experiences I've had
genuine.
in real life, it just pisses me off that like that actually happens.
Well, you
You
actually
could-
got tased in the balls.
You got tased in the balls?
Yes, I got tased in the balls for standing too close to a fence.
Wow. Man, wait, what state are you in?
Society.
I'm just saying, like, not being told like shit that I'm getting punished for.
Yeah, no, that's what
Society.
YouTube does all the time.
Oh, but
Well-
you guys remember, while we're still on this topic, you guys remember on Twitter when they announced the whole removing dislikes and like everyone was like asking why, and they would
Yeah.
just use the same response over and over and
Yeah,
over.
it's just
Oh man,
shit. Well, not automated, but like copy paste the same like produced response. They don't
I
actually
remember
read
one of those fucking tweets had like the word "sigh" in it, like not like with asterisks or anything, like an action, but it just said "sigh." From YouTube Studio.
but from
or whatever.
YouTube.
Yeah, from YouTube. Like they were annoyed that they had to
Sigh.
answer.
Damn.
I remember
That's
all the
someone
fucking
that's-
comments about because it was a YouTube rewind. They got so many fucking dislikes, and they're just like, nah, we know, but like I know they're just doing
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
because
do
they're just
something
trying to be
cool right now. Hang
relevant.
on. Let me check something real quick. Let me
Yeah.
just do something real quick. Just for all the people in the audience, I know we've already told everyone to get the return dislike extension, but in case there's anyone who hasn't got it in yet, I know there's a couple of people on phones, so they can't do it just yet. I just want to remind you that YouTube Rewind 2018, Everyone Controls Rewind, hashtag YouTube Rewind, is currently at 3 million. I can't believe it's even got that many. 3,072,616 likes, which sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds really good. But it also has 20,554,520 dislikes. So it has
Great.
about what
It's
is
almost
it,
like taking the dislike
almost 7
number off didn't stop from people from disliking it, you know?
almost 7 times the amount of this, like 7 to 1. That's yeah.
Real
But
quick,
just so you know, it hit 20M. So
yeah, real
Of
quick,
course,
if you
of course
want to block YouTube ads and shit on your mobile phone, a trick you can do, what I do, is use Brave browser and log into your YouTube account, and it blocks ads from there. And if you want a video to play in the background, there's an option, like a little checkbox that you can check in the browser, so that way you can play videos in the background. So yeah, YouTube Premium is a scam. Thank you for coming to my TED
YouTube
Talk.
Premium's always been a scam. I've used
Wow,
Musi. Musi basically just lets you play YouTube videos in the background because it's meant for music. But it uses YouTube's API to access their like database of videos. So it's basically just YouTube you can play in the background for free.
Yeah.
okay, so the other one I wanted to say, because these are my two that I always bring up now. Update to YouTube's dislike count, where the fucking bozo leaning against the desk was telling you, hey guys, we wanted to give you guys a voice, so fuck you, or we're taking your voice away, has 27,225 likes. Okay, that's alright.
Oh, I forgot they made a video about that
Yeah.
shit. I didn't even watch it.
Considering it's got 3 million views, that's not very much likes. though, is
Susan
it?
pointed a gun
And-
at that guy and told him
and
Fucking
496,146 dislikes. But I'm sure we can all see it anyway because we got the extension now, so we can go and look. But I
That
just
is
wanted
about
to point
fucking
that.
20 to 1,
I wanted to
isn't
put it out there. So if anyone watches Suck in like a year's time and some random losers watching this, I don't even know. Hey, so the one guy that watches this like a year or two later, that's how many likes and dislikes the shit had for the future. Because YouTube
for the one guy that's watching this in the future, Hexa thinks you're a loser.
Well, you can redeem yourself by subscribing.
Now there are
to all our
0 people
Patreon.
watching this in the future.
You can redeem yourself by subscribing to all of our Patreon accounts, because by then I'm sure we'll have some, and donating about $50 each. So that's $150. That's all you got to do, and suddenly you'll be our biggest fans.
Yeah.
Brilliant. All you got to do.
Yeah, I love those
Yeah.
patrons where like they don't like they'll be your best friend if you give them money. Yeah.
Because I haven't got
You can
any
donate
like,
to the
things
Laser
I
Ink
can do.
Foundation, the charity I will establish when I fucking die.
The foundation? Oh, you mean like the
eventually-
Fortnite rock? Yeah.
What?
I feel like eventually they're going to update the API, so like they're going to do some stupid update where they change the layout again and make it worse, and at the same time they've done that to update the dislike button so it bypasses the extension. So then we're going to have to make another one. So by then I'm sure they'll probably figure out a way to fuck us over again.
No,
So.
I was talking about Fortnite because you know the Rock's in fucking Fortnite now, and he's called like the Foundation in there.
Oh.
So
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I saw the video.
forgot that was
I've
his
already
name.
forgotten it because I give a shit about it so little that I
Yeah.
already forgot. I mean, I know there was like a scene where they're like shooting some guys and they don't even die, like they just evaporate or some shit because they can't show
because
violence.
it's for kids, yeah.
Yeah. But they're trying to act all fucking like it's a awesome, cool, epic action movie, but they can't show people getting shot. You know what I mean? It's so like they're walking again. It's like YouTube and the softness. They're trying to walk this fine line. They got the dudes like shooting each other in some facility or whatever, like some fucking Jason Bourne shit. I don't know, James Bond. I don't know, and like they can't even show them getting shot and dropping on the floor. They like evaporate because they can't show anything that is too bad for the kids. Just like,
It's
come
funny.
on, man. Just do sunflowers, sunshine, and rainbows and shit. Because
Isn't Fortnite like rated T anyway?
I have no idea.
they put
I mean,
Rick
like,
in there. It's like, come on, who are you kidding? No kids should be watching that. They put Rick in there. Stupid.
Yeah. Naruto, Master Chief, who is from like an M-rated franchise. I think it's all M-rated.
no, Kratos is in there. Yeah, yeah.
Kratos.
But Rick literally
Rips people
swears.
apart.
Come on, and he burps.
Soy Fortnite Rick.
That's terrible.
Fortnite
influence.
Rick.
Not that I care.
Soy
Not that I
Fortnite
care
Rick.
about-
Estoy jugando Fortnite.
Oh
Not
my
that I
god.
care about kids like playing some game with some shit because obviously being raised on shit like GTA and whatever, I don't give a shit. But that's not my point. My point is like they're trying to be so soft, but at the same time they just contradict themselves. Go put fucking Rick in it. Why don't you just be GTA? Fuck it. Just start fucking putting blood everywhere and saying fuck. Fuck it. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey, Judas, look at this guy. Don't tempt me, man. You make me want to fucking make this shit now when I'm dead. I'm still
You know the
dead
suck
right
motto
now. I
when it
can't make
comes
a
to
Patreon. I'll do a Patreon. Like, if you donate enough money, I'll come back to life.
Suck model. Fuck them kids.
Donate me to revive me. If we reach $1,000, I'll make a new video. I won't do that, I swear, but that's just a joke. I promise, I won't do that. I'm doing it on my own terms.
The
for
pay
free.
gate. The pay gate
Yeah,
for
the
YouTubers.
Okay, no.
That would be a dystopia.
Don't
watching,
sound
like-
so eager to give me money because it's way too easy to get carried away with that. Once you find people that like you that much, it's like, oh shit, I can make some bank. And I'm not trying to sound like that guy, like he just wants money, but I'm just pointing out the obvious. Everyone would get that in their heads. Everyone wants to make money, right? If they got none. So let's be sensible. Let's just wait.
It's Travis Scott in Fortnite too. I love watching my kids die from a stampede.
Oh my god! Oh my! I forgot about that. Holy shit! Oh,
What the fuck is? Okay, wait. Before I sound like an idiot, let me just quickly Google this.
you don't
America-
you
You
don't
know
know?
the Travis Scott thing?
Yeah, you didn't hear
was
about
it
that?
the thing where the tram. Yeah, okay, that was it.
Astro World,
Yeah.
where it became like a death trap.
Yeah, and like what was it, like 12 people like died or something like
Well,
that.
no, I'm not
It wa-
laughing at that. I made a amused
I
noise.
don't know if it was
wasn't
up
laughing
to 12. I
because
heard 8
that's
last
sad.
time. The point is that like it was managed so bad that like more than 3 people died like at different times.
Oh my
That's the whole
God.
thing. Is that it was so badly managed.
Now he's in.
People died
Now,
at different times.
yeah,
So
he's in Fortnite.
I've heard like fucking like festival disasters where like it's just like one burst and like that kills like a couple people, which is always awful. Like death is not like a funny thing like in real life at all ever.
Yeah. Well, I'm
under
not
any
laughing at that.
circumstance. It's just that like
Yeah.
usually it's just a freak accident. This is a consistent gross mismanagement that caused like the deaths of multiple people,
Yeah.
and it was like prolonged too. And the reason that like Travis Scott like gets brought into it is because one, like he's like the media figurehead. He's the guy who people know. No one knows like Dan, the event organizer, whatever his fucking name is. It's Travis
Yeah.
Scott. It's Travis Scott's Astro World.
Yeah.
And the second thing is that he had like a chance. Like he could see out into that fucking crowd to tell people like, yo, stop, don't kill people, don't do that. Or like help like get the ambulances like through those crowds that are being like fucking torqued on. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Of course, we got one more like apology video to add to the pile.
Oh yeah, because I'd never
More
even seen that
like
apology
shit.
video.
He has like an itchy forehead or something, I think.
Yeah, I remember seeing yeah, my video that I made. Well, not my video, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, your apology video for like killing like a dozen people.
yeah, like he was talking about it, and I remember the thumbnail was just like a black and white like still of like him scratching his head.
He used every manipulation tactic when it came to that shit. Black and white, like desaturation.
Oh, so that was on purpose?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how the video got uploaded.
I thought that was just like the thumbnail. Oh my
No.
god.
That was totally
Oh my god. Oh boy.
People are awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Can watch my coming out gay story. Yeah.
You just say that randomly. It doesn't sound like you read that off the chat. That sounds like you just said that. You just thought of it.
Yeah, I did.
Scott
You gotta tell us. You
directs
got
someone
something
who's
to tell
coming out
us.
gay story.
It's funnier that way in that context.
He comes out of the
I'm
closet where he
careful.
finds God, and everyone forgives him.
I'm
or the
careful
other.
because if someone posts in the chat like I hate insert some like minority here, I'll be like, so and so in the chat says, you know, I'm not trying to get like my ass busted. So, you know, make sure when you say the shit, if it's a bit iffy, don't make
Are
it
there
sound like
even
you
any good
rewatch.
celebrities? Yeah, me. I'm a good celebrity.
Well, the obvious. I got the obvious one. There's a film that's coming out. I think like in a few days. I think. The epic
Yeah, it's called
new...
Joker.
Joker 2, Society Boogaloo. No, when you say, are there even any good celebrities? Like, hello, come on. Reddit will be the first to tell you there is a good celebrity. And he's got a new film coming out in a few days. Yeah. No, do you want to talk about that? Has anyone got any interest in the new Matrix film? Or
Yeah.
Reeves.
Reeves. Yeah.
What about the Unreal Engine 5 demo thing? Because that's video game related. I suppose we could get into that. Maybe.
Okay, what about that?
Did you see
What
it?
about it? I
don't
haven't
think I've
seen anything UE5
Okay,
related
Where
at all, actually.
they put Mario in fucking Unreal Engine again? Like what?
Did Nintendo
No,
finally
no,
hire this man?
No. Sega hired that man because did you hear about the new Sonic game? And it looks like those fucking like Unreal Tech demos.
No.
No.
Yeah, at the Game Awards they announced fucking Sega Frontiers, and it looks like a fucking open world Sonic game, and it's like it literally looks like those like Unreal Tech demos where they put Sonic in like a fucking just like an open landscape. And it just everyone made that joke on Twitter where like Sega hired that man. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I guess I won't get too much into that then. I was thinking that maybe because it's like video game related, it might spell a possible future of the graphics of games to come. Because obviously, like, it's the new Unreal Engine 5, so it's gonna be like the new thing that they're
I
gonna
can't wait
use,
for
I
the
suppose.
PS5 to not be ready for even more shit.
Yeah. Well, we're probably thinking like PS6, 6, and Xbox. Oh god, here we go. Let me unravel the list of what the next one's called. X1, 1X, Box 1S, S1 Box, X1 Box, XS. Good luck for grandma getting the right one for kids this Christmas. Yeah.
I think that's why they made like all the new games are coming out compatible with all the systems, because like chances are fucking grandmothers are gonna buy the wrong one. They're not gonna be able to
Literally,
play it.
there's entire
I got
industries
you an
based off of that
Xbox.
shit. There are entire
I got
industries
you.
based off of grandma fucking up and buying the wrong movie. Have you heard of the Asylum, right? The Sharknado people.
Yeah.
That's their entire business model. They make shitty movies that are similar titles to like
It's
profit
like
their
the
shit.
rip-off. It's
And
like
then they
the
just
rip-off
put it in the
films.
bargain bin and they let grandma buy it.
You know the ones that like rip off all the Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks films, like the cheap, like fucking
Yeah.
like Brazilian studio, or whatever.
Yeah,
like
that's what they do.
that is how they make their shit. Then random aunties and grandmas think it's the legit product and buy it for kids. It's like some crap.
I got you that Atlantic Rim you wanted.
I got you an Xbox, and it's like the original Xbox from 2001.
Fuck,
Yeah, the new one.
I'd be happy to have that, to be honest. I miss my old Xbox.
Yeah,
I grew up on
Get
that.
one then. Get one.
Funny,
Still buy
that
one.
reminds me of like an experience I just had recently. I walked into a GameStop for the first time in like years.
Oh yeah.
I've never
Oh,
been inside
really?
a GameStop for like since I went to school.
Was that it?
So,
That's the whole story. I walked into a GameStop.
It's a
Whoa,
fucking story
okay,
until
whoa,
I
now-
went to a GameStop.
Whoa.
honestly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me you went inside?
Yes, I went inside the
GameStop?
GameStop.
After all these years, oh, whoa. Slow down. That's a lot to process, dude.
Here's
That
the
was a
thing, here's
lot
the
of
thing.
information.
But the moment I walked in, it just smelled like cheese. It smelled like fucking gamer cheese. I
Yeah.
did not know that like that kind of stench could like permeate a building.
Oh, not helping the stereotype there, are they? Fucking
No,
you think they'd
they're
have some
fucking
air
not. It's
freshener?
awful.
Oh. Yeah, game stop. You know what I say? Stop, because stop. Game stop. Just please stop. Stop it.
Isn't it where you're from? Isn't it called something different? Like,
What, me?
EV
Yeah,
games, you
'cause-
mean?
No, we don't have a Game Stop. We got a store called Game.
so they don't even have stop.
Game?
They just have
Yeah,
a game.
it took the stop off. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's under like the same.
You guys,
company,
you
or if it's
guys,
just,
you
like,
guys have
unrelated.
game nah, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Comes the chat with the fucking British jokes. Yeah, we laugh it up. Yeah.
Well, you're British. How about I fucking kill you? How about that?
Yeah, I don't even get it anymore. I just want to mention that quickly. I was going to ask recently, like before, people on Twitter and that used to make fun of British people because, you know, bad teeth, goofy voices and accents. But these days, like it's evolved so far into this just raw, seething hatred of British people, like British quotation mark people, and like, oh, imagine being British. It's like, what even do you hate about me anymore? Like, it's not even about funny voice or bad teeth. Like, they just hating them for seemingly existing. But why? Why are you so
The
mad
meme's
at
like
me?
gone beyond concept.
Why?
It's just
I don't even
bullshit
get
now.
it anymore. Like, it's so mad. Like, people hate British people so much, and I hate it personally. Not because I'm offended that they're angry at me. I don't care if they don't like me. I'm mad because it ruins my entire brand. Like, my whole platform, the whole Hexa channel, is built on the fact that I'm the British guy. So I kind of need that. I kind of need that appeal. So if they tarnish that and make everyone hate British people, it fucking kills my brand. So, yeah, maybe let's not do that. I don't like it. Stop hating on British people. Come on. Some British people you can hate on. I do kind of understand, like, you know, if you go further up north. But, you know, certain others, come on. Certain because the thing, when Americans, I'm going to say Americans, because I know other people on Twitter say British people, they hate them. But let's be real, it's mostly Americans doing this. Let's be real. Problem is, whenever they talk about British people, they're actually person, which is like a very, very, very specific kind of person in Britain. It's not just a Brit. That's like saying an American
You cut
person.
out like right after person or right before person.
I thought that was just me. Damn.
What?
Yeah, you
mean,
cut
like,
out.
You cut out like right.
Oh,
before,
I cut out. How convenient is
Went
that?
straight to
Oh, it's
person.
so convenient. I cut out. Oh yeah, I really believe that, guys. You guys are so funny. So funny.
I'm not
You cut
fucking
out just as he
kidding.
was
Watch
about
the
to
fucking
humanize
stream.
himself.
I'm not fucking kidding.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not fucking
okay,
with you.
okay.
I will kill you.
Kidding. I'm kind of kidding in myself. I'm getting a bit meta with the kidding at this point. No,
You're
but
British.
I'm trying to
Discord
say
hates you too.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, the fucking children touchers don't like me. Well, that doesn't matter too much. I don't mind if they hate me. But, like, Jesus Christ, why does everyone got to hate on the British? Come on. I know we owned, like, a quarter of the world once, and it was glorious, but you can't, like, come on.
It did it again. It did it
If I
again.
could. Well, no, I didn't do that. But yeah, they have a very specific idea of what British people be like the fucking Tuesday in it shit. It's a very specific kind of person, the Cockney London person. Very
figured you were
specific
talking about
part, very
Cockney, yeah.
diverse, and yeah. But it's like if I said an American person, and it's a very stereotypical Silicon Valley, like fucking California, fucking liberal,
Or the fucking
annoying,
like
nasally voiced loser.
the like auto cart driving, like burger munching, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
American
or alternatively,
people be like-
a fat Texan who says yeehaw and shoots guns all over the place and waves
Yeah.
the flag, which sounds kind of cool, really. But you know, it's like there's so many different people all across the span of this place. Like it's so like I don't mind you like making fun of Cockney people because it's funny, but like I don't like that that's all they think it is. They think the entire country is just those people all throughout the country, and that's it. It's so different. There's so many different kinds of people, and it's like some people get really insulted, like fucking Scottish people when you call them British or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't like it. They don't like, even though they are, it is Britain, but like they don't like it. They really don't, because they go on, oh, it's Tuesday, innit? You're Scottish, so you're from Britain, right? Oh, it's Tuesday, innit? No, that is not how they talk. God, that's like going to America and it's like, oh, you're in North America. Hey, you like the maple syrup and the booze? Hey. It's like, no, he's from America. It's a little bit different. It's two different places. It's just because it's in the same like place on the planet. It's not like, it's totally, you walk down the street and someone has a different accent. There's so many. Because I know that the UK is a really small island compared to the US. It's like fucking huge. But it's the same kind of concept. When you go from state to state, like everyone's so different. It's very much like that over here as well. Except weirdly enough, it's like the North and the South in terms of intelligence and retardation is like reversed. So if you... Am I still on? I mean, it's even going through. I can't hear you. I can't even hear you. I don't even know if I've like
We've just been so
booted out of song.
I'm just enjoying like the burying of this meme finally.
Yeah, honestly, I did think it was kind of annoying at some point because
Yeah.
literally, like, the joke basically elevated to like, the first couple ones were funny. Like, there was like image of like Squid. Whose character was it on fucking SpongeBob that had their teeth?
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
The fucking the one where he said drown in it. That was fucking genius. I had to hand it to him. That was gold because he was saying,
okay, yeah,
drown in it, and he's saying when British people see a drone in the sky, drown in it, and I was like, yeah, that's actually really accurate. That's brilliant. I really like that. It's a funny joke. But then everyone
it basically just elevated to like it was just a picture of like.
It's just
of like the map, and then it's just like British people live here, and I was like, how is that funny?
Yeah, and it's like replying to someone if they post a take or something. It's like, you're British, and it's like, what? What's wrong?
Likes.
What do you hate about me so much?
I don't get it.
I've been dead, and I don't post on Twitter. But since I've been dead, this has sort of come about, and I'm kind of worried when I go back to making content, and people just gonna be like, British people, fuck off. Why? I don't get it. I don't get why the hatred is so vitriolic. I don't know how to say the shit. I don't know why it's so, just like malicious. Because it doesn't even feel like a joke anymore. It's not even like a meme that British people bad lol. It's like, it's no lol. There's no lol anymore. It's just, no, British people bad, I want them to die. Like, why? What did I do? I don't get it. Local Britain experiences racism. Dude, I'm actually an oppressed minority now. And I'm definitely a minority because I'm 1/3 of S.U.C.C. These guys are all American. All the chat is American or Canadian. I am the only British person, not only in S.U.C.C, but in the entire server, the group. I don't think there's another British person in the whole thing. So I am the minority. I'm the token. So no, it's not because I'm white. Because all the Americans are white too. There's white people doing it. It's not even a race thing. It's just like I say, it's mostly Americans doing it, and I'm without a doubt a lot of them are white. So it's not even that. It's just British. Like what? What? Oh my god, I just don't get it anymore. It's so strange. But yeah, I guess it is just Twitter because it's like, I'm
it's a Twitter mentality where like one person says something and everyone like hops onto it, and it's like, oh yeah, because they said it, and now everyone hates it.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it is just Twitter, but it's so weird how widespread it is. Like it's you can go far and wide and you'll still see it. Like you'll see someone like artist or some meme or whatever, like an unrelated meme, and someone in the comments saying something funny or just saying a point, and then people just respond to it like,
oh, he cut out again.
Just some variation of, and it's like it's not even relevant to that. It's not even like a British meme or something. It's just you're the original white. Yeah, okay, yeah.
The original white.
We are the original white, because the Americans came from here, the Australians, the prison people, they came from here. They all originated, so we're like the original, the authentic, the source of the whiteness. This is the source.
Thanks.
So this is like the worst. So I
Thanks
guess
for making me white.
That's
I didn't
make you white. Your parents did. Your parents did that. Blame them.
Who made
not
them
me.
white?
I didn't fuck. I didn't.
Wait,
I didn't
who
have
made
sex
them
and make
white?
you. I didn't do it. I didn't have sex and make them. I don't know. Blame I don't know, Genghis Khan. He fucked like half the world and made everybody, so everyone's got a bit of him in them or something. I don't know.
That was the worst
Patience
way you
zero.
could
Yeah,
put
it
that.
comes down to us. Yeah, waiting for your new videos. Get on it. I swear to you, man. Everything I've been doing the last couple of years is working towards that, so it will happen. It's just a long time. No, Hexa is grey. Yeah, I'm grey. I'm not even white. Like I'm off dim, white grey. Like that's such a rare minority of color. Like
That's a
grey.
shade.
Like
That's a
have
shade.
you
It
ever
has
heard
white
a
in it.
grey person? Yeah, but it also has black in it. Black
Look-
is like.
look, my
if you
opinion
look
is
on
kind of the right
Photoshop
one
on the
here.
scale on the
Yeah, his
colour
opinion seems kind of
picker.
right. So
My opinion is kind of the right one here.
What?
Is no
his
idea.
opinion's right.
I'm just gonna drop both the Twitter thread in the chat and also in the group chat. Hold
What?
on.
Yeah. So recently, there's these type of conversations that me and Laser have been just laughing at. It's the ones where like they get a really heated like debate on Twitter, and then at the end they're just like, "Well, I'm right," so like, yeah.
I've been quoting the end of this the end of this tweet like for
How is
so
this
long.
person real? Okay, I don't know if I should just read all this out in the stream because it's not really relevant. But he just sent me some.
Okay,
People in chat are able to
clear
read it, too.
argument.
For TLDR, the thread is about like someone saying a character shouldn't be in Smash or something like that, and someone's arguing with them.
Okay, it's not
And
that
I'm like-
long. It's not that long. I think I can read it. So some fucking dude with a cartoon avatar, Grouch Man. Okay, I don't know the original context, but he's tweeting something about Nintendo, and he said, as he should, he's a wasted slot and just a contractual obligation for Zoomers to get their beloved characters. Okay, so it's about Smash. Smash. We could have gotten Crash Bandicoot, but no. Sakurai decided to appeal to the younger crowd instead of listening to us older and cooler fans. So what character was he referring to? Do you know?
Steve
Was it
from
the last
Minecraft, I
one?
think.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steve from Minecraft.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of the talk is about Minecraft.
Okay, and then some next guy responds to him and says, Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time and has a massive impact on gaming. It was only inevitable. I agree with that, and I've never played Minecraft in my life. I've never had an interest in it. I don't give a fuck about Smash Bros. I'm like the least fitting person to look at this, but like I can agree. Like, yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense that he's in it because Minecraft is like the biggest shit ever. And then the guy says, yes, but let me explain. Not everyone likes Minecraft. It's just a niche game that blew up. It doesn't matter if it was niche, dude. It's like fucking everywhere now. Like everyone and their
Yeah,
mother's
it's the
playing
exact
shit now.
opposite of what niche
I'm
means.
the only guy who hasn't played it at this point, so like I get it. And then Big Festivus, another person, not the same arguing, but another guy jumps in and says, not everyone likes Crash Bandicoot, and I dare say even less people are interested in Crash Bandicoot than Minecraft, because Minecraft statistically has more players and fans than Crash Bandicoot. So by his own logic. And then he says his fan base is bigger than you think, though. Yeah, but Minecraft's fan base is still even bigger than that. So like, yeah, this is typical Twitter right here. This guy's ridiculous. Guy says you can't make this argument against one of the best-selling games of all time. And then he says, look, my opinion is kind of the right one here.
Yeah, he went by default.
He tried. You got to give him A+ for effort. He had nothing at that argument. He had no ammunition, but he still went in there. He still folded his arms and went, "I can still win this one."
When the
I can
animated
still win."
YouTube commentator crosses their arms.
Yeah, like that. Look, my opinion is kind of the right one here. Come on, guys, let's be real. Crash Bandicoot obviously should have been in Smash before Steve from Minecraft because Crash Bandicoot is obviously more deserving. No, Minecraft isn't more popular. Stop lying. I'm right. You're wrong. Come on, guys. That reminds me, I've been watching loads of those fucking videos recently. I still don't even know how people make them or what the program is to make it. But once you click on one of them, you click on like 10 of them. I've been watching them videos where like most popular blah 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 from 1990 to 2021, and it's got that graph. You know the graphs where they move and they overtake each other and shit. And you really get to find out just the
have no
detail
idea.
of. Are you serious? I thought everyone has seen some of these. So it's got like. Let's say video games, for example, like Minecraft, even the most popular, best-selling video games of all time, from like like 1975 or whatever to 2021, and it's got the graph of the top 10, and as they
that shit.
overtake each other, they go. Yeah, there was one point where I got addicted. I watched. Like,
I only
10
know
of those
that
in a
shit from
row.
like the Venezuela meme where like their
It sounded like
takes
at
off.
first it sounded like you were like talking about like those those goddamn it, those 21st century memes where like you get those bar graphs in the middle of the video for no fucking reason. That's what it sounded like you were describing at first. I didn't know.
No,
John,
I'm just really
no,
surprised you guys haven't heard about it. I
Have you
saw
seen that
one
fucking meme where like
ages-
Venezuela's inflation takes off and it's like on a fucking bar graph, and it just like you see it pass
I
like
don't
every
know.
other
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
it.
It's those kind of
No.
videos.
Yeah.
I remember
No,
seeing one
no.
ages ago, like over a year ago, where it was like musical artists, like the best selling, and that was really interesting because over all the years of music, you want to know like who was at the top, and it puts it into perspective. Like you never realize just how big certain people were during a long period of time or whatever, or the video games. I didn't realize the Atari were like on top for so long before Nintendo kicked in with the NES, and just things like that over the modern history. It is really interesting to see how they all stacked up over the years and things you would assume, and it's like, oh yeah, obviously they're going to be at the top because we know they're the biggest. But you learn a few extra things along the way. It's like, oh, I didn't know this so and so did that well or didn't do that well. And there was ones where like the consoles and everything. It's just crazy putting in perspective, and you kind of get addicted. You start watching a bunch of them, like social media and like websites and shit. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I can't believe you guys don't know. There's so many of these videos. I got to find like an example so I can show you.
I now that you're describing it, like I've probably only seen one, but like I don't know. I'm not that kind of person to really care about like statistics and like looking at numbers. Like, oh, this thing is bigger than this thing.
Ones like these, but they have the clock ticking
Line go
through
up.
the years, and then have the bars, and then they overtake and undertake them. Come on, how do you guys? Let me check the chat. Have people in the chat know this shit? Am I the only fucking? These shits get millions of views. How am I the only guy who knows about these
I
bloody
just
videos?
don't watch them. I just don't watch that many of them. I know what they are. I just don't watch them. It's like I watch I watch how many SpongeBob's it take to kill Goku, but I don't watch this shit.
Suck member sub count bar graph video. Yeah, we need that one for us. Hi, Bluefin. Oh, Beetle knows. Yeah, so we need one with like the three of us, just like going up and down, and then we do suck, and then Joey goes, and the laser just shoots ahead, and then yeah. Well, actually, at the moment, it'll just be like stagnated, like about 3 bars that just don't move at all, and then like the years keep ticking, and they just stay the same.
It'd be a great joke video. You just see all of them get smaller.
Yeah, this is a great video idea, like April Fool's or something next year. Like it's just the graph, and it's just the 3 of us, and they don't move the entire video. It just stays where our numbers have been. Yeah. Oh god. It kind of gets boring already, so we have a game called Whamageddon. Try and avoid that song all December and you win. I think I've heard of that on the radio
Christmas.
before. Like, a few years
Well,
ago...
Speaking of, it is Christmas, technically.
A few years ago, I swear I was on like a radio. I was at a job or something. I was like someone in their van who had the radio on, and like they were mentioning that. I swear it was called the same thing as well. They were trying to see how long they could go without hearing that song. I like that song though. The fucking drums where it go do 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 before the next line. I like that shit. Like I don't know, it's just got a catchy beat.
How are you guys' Christmas spirits going? Actually, I saw like chat mention that. I wanted to touch on it too. Like,
Oh yeah.
how do you? I feel like everyone's
Actually-
kind of like broken up about Christmas recently.
Well, I think no prizes for guessing
Well, not
why
broken
that
up, but,
might
like-
be.
Just like how are you like feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about this Christmas, to be honest. Like I don't know, like it feels unique compared to I don't know how to describe it, but like a lot of shit has happened, in my life
Yeah.
that warrants like having such a good Christmas. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot different than most of the usual ones I celebrate, but I feel pretty good about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mostly, yeah. I'm doing my best to like keep like positive on it. Like most of my family, like I've heard like some of them actually just say like "fuck Christmas" out loud.
Whoa,
mostly, like,
we
today,
got a
which,
Grinch over here.
Yeah.
Make their heart grow 3 sizes bigger, why don't you? By punching them in the chest, and it swells up. There you go, that'll do it.
I need to make their brain grow 3 sizes bigger so their head explodes like a Mortal Kombat fatality. The fuck out of here.
Hey, yeah, we always got time for Christmas, even if it, it doesn't. Sometimes it springs upon us so quick. It's like, oh, I'm not even ready. I'm not even ready for Christmas. It's already mid-December, but like, we always got time for Christmas. It's a nice time. It just generally feels nice. And the chat has been mentioning this a few times. They keep mentioning NFTs. I've seen it. I'm sure we glossed over that in the last one. I know it was 6 months ago, but I'm pretty sure we did talk about it before, and I went on like a rant about how stupid it is. But I mean, I think the new thing about it is that so many companies are doing it now. It's not just that there's people doing it, it's that all the games and the films and the companies are doing their own. Hey guys, now we're doing it. And it's like, why are they so happy to announce it? Can't they read the room? Everyone hates this shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, it's
really
very
good.
Before I actually get into like how I feel like NFTs work, John, you mind if I talk about my Christmas present? Because like this shit.
Go for it.
NFT.
No,
Yeah,
no.
the NFT. All right, here's our
Did I
Christmas present,
even
guys.
post it in this group chat? Actually, I don't think I
No,
posted
you
it in
haven't.
this group chat.
No,
So
you
yeah,
haven't.
this Hexa, this is gonna be like brand new to you. Let me just. I'm gonna pull it
Okay.
up because I have an image. I want to put it on stream because it's fucking awesome.
Okay. I'm watching.
Yeah,
Take me
Yeah,
fucking.
so Suck's Christmas gift is gonna be I'm gonna bring someone on. No.
Yeah, you. Alright, check this shit out. I actually got this shit mailed to me. Doom the Rod mailed this shit to me. Just the other day.
Yeah.
It's a fucking. I never had a copy of Masters of Doom, which as a Doom fan is like very unfortunate. So I needed this shit like in my collection like eventually. And the best thing
John,
about
can
this
you get
is
me one as well?
this shit is signed.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
I talked to John Romero myself and
Yeah,
had a
he's
chat
fucking-
with him.
What
You
the
wanna-
fuck?
No, I'm
you
joking.
want the
I'm
Sigil
not
premium
joking.
pack.
I would believe that though. I would have believed that.
You went all the way to
I know
Ireland just
what
to get
you
the,
like.
the book.
I know what you're like. I would
Yeah.
totally believe you if you just said, "Yeah, I managed to get in contact with him," because you've gotten in contact with quite a few different people over the years. So I would believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's surprising because I still forget about the time I talked to fucking Joel that one time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
And me. I know. I can never forget that. I was giddy. Yeah. So yeah, how
No,
the hell
this
did
is-
you get this?
This is legitimately just incredible. I have it right here. Actually, this is an old picture, but I do have the book
Ooh.
like right here.
Why is the cover? I just realized what the cover was because I had to fucking lean all the way back to be able to tell what the fuck it was. Why is the cover a chain gunner? I don't know if that's the best thing to represent
Oh, yeah, it is.
everything, Doom. It should have been
Even
maybe
though-
a
Way
zombie
too long.
man.
Like the fucking the pixel blurring on it. Yeah. You couldn't tell, right?
Yeah. It should have
Why
been
couldn't
like
you
a
tell? Was it
zombie
too
man.
blurry?
No, because it was too zoomed in.
Oh
It was too
yeah,
filling
yeah,
up the
yeah. You
fucking
tried
book.
your filtering, yeah.
No, look,
That
the
seems that one for
squares.
you.
You can see the squares. Look, it's not because of that. It's because it's too close. It's all close up, so you can't tell what the fuck it is. Taking up the whole book. If you go back, move back away from the screen, you can sort of see it. So it's nothing to do with the filters. Don't start that shit. All right, because we ain't getting into that. Relax. It's the same whether filters are on or off. If it's too close to your eye, you can't tell what the fuck it is. You can't make out what shape it is. Yeah, so how did you get a signed copy anyway?
I went to John Romero's house. Like,
Of course
stole
you
from
did.
it.
Of course, yes, as you do. He
He
goes there
sucks his
every
dick,
other
right?
week.
I feel like it would ruin this like the spirit of the president. I was just like, oh yeah, I just bought it. But that's basically what happened. So
Yeah, but like, was he
I
doing
mean,
like a?
I've
I'll
just bought
sign
shit that
50
was signed
copies or
before
something?
too. I think it's I value this shit so much. Like just like having
Yeah,
this be like
I would.
a thought. I don't care. I don't
Wow.
care if like you like if it was like a resale or something. This is fucking cool.
That is
Yeah.
so. Oh, I want one. Can you get me one now? Can you go back to his house and get him to
Wow,
sign one?
fuck
another
you.
one for me?
I have to go back to his house.
He needs to write. He needs to write Hexa on it as well. That would. Oh my god, I would jizz. Try not to get any of the jizz on it, obviously, but it'd be difficult. But man,
No, what
oh,
pisses me off is like
Christ.
whoever like shipped it like put their penis on like the top part of like the John Romero signature, so it's like kind of smudged.
Oh
you-
yeah,
you
I
would
thought
see
that
it
was
on
just
the
the
screen
image
there.
on my screen. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
just a
I
little
don't
bit
know
smudged.
why it
Still
was like
cool, though.
that.
it's
Yeah.
still cool. No, you got to get John Carmack to sign one for me now. That's it.
The better have.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that, no.
The brainier half.
The
Man was a
the
god.
one who didn't do all the crack. No, John Carmack did all the crack. Definitely.
Crack? Oh,
What the fuck?
crack. John, I got the fucking
Carmack,
name
what are you
mixed up.
doing?
John Carmack. Crack. He like says it in like a really high like tone.
Crack.
John had an Mission Impossible-esque heist where he stole it from his home. He fucking like hung from the ceiling on a wire, like, with all the fucking lasers pointing all throughout his like study or whatever. To reach, it was like sitting on a cushion. You had to like grab it and fucking go back up into the fucking ceiling.
Someone mentioned fucking Plutonium 7 in the chat. Oh man, do I have something for you? Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, you take this
we
one
do
away.
you
This is
one
your
better
baby.
than the Casali brothers.
Yeah,
side.
so like speaking of the Casali brothers, so I forget which one, either Mario or fucking
Mario?
Mario
Casali?
Yeah, I don't.
Or Luigi.
The fucking Dario or whatever his fucking name is. He's doing
that one was
a
him.
Oh, Dario,
doing
he's
it.
the one on YouTube.
Yeah, he's doing an interview with someone in the community known as Bridgeburner, and they're taking like viewer questions and stuff. So I was the only one bold enough to ask, you know, hey, like just straight up one sentence, 3 words, or not 3 words, but
What is Plutonia?
yeah,
Well,
like
that's 4.
yeah, I'm like, thoughts on Plutonia 7? So, they were supposed to do the interview like last week, but I guess they got delayed. So, but I'm really hoping he gets like questioned about Plutonia 7. Maybe he plays it on stream or something. That'd be funny. It'll be kind of fucking. It'll be kind of wild to see Dario, the creator of, like the other half of
Dude, like,
Plutonia,
how much higher can this get? Like, it's crazy how the success story of what you two made. Like, this just started out as such a silly joke that was laughing your asses off. Just shitpost. It's like a shitpost thing, and it just. I can't believe how successful and far and wide it's gone. It's crazy. You guys really
Plutonia 7
hit it out
even
of the park.
had the honor of Plutonia 7 had the honor of being mentioned in the Kako Awards.
Yeah,
like,
I saw
in-
that. That was actually
in the
so
front
cool.
part.
Yeah.
And-
Wow.
Good job, dude.
So it kind of went places. Yeah, get German to play Plutonia 7. Do you
Speaking
think
of-
German plays?
Like, Hex, I don't think you actually like even know about the Jamp, do you?
Oh yeah,
What?
the Jamp.
You're the Jamp.
So about like, yeah, last month I held a mapping like project for everyone, and everyone
Oh right, yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's
yeah, so basically we made like 7 maps, or even though like half of the maps were by Nan, which I can't exaggerate how helpful he was during the whole thing.
that was kind
I
of wild.
bet.
Yeah, because everything kind of went off, like got derailed pretty quickly when I stopped getting involved and had to
And
do
he
shit
just like
outside.
made an entire fucking railway system to get you back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just what he does.
He just invented new
Always the
transportation.
boy. yeah, he literally just straight up crafted an entirely new medium and reality to create that transportation, to create the railway, to get you back on track. That is
Yeah.
literally the amount of effort this guy puts in. Good old
Yeah.
Nan, the wizard,
Essentially,
the resident wizard.
Yeah, we also released that a couple weeks ago, so
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
link it
just-
here if you want. If you want people that have source ports that can play Doom WADs. If you want.
yeah, I can link it the 8 games page.
You go
at
right
least.
ahead. I have a map in that too, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna mention Alu made a map, Laser made a map, and some of you probably don't know in this chat, at least Richard and Ansel, he also made a map too, or like made part of a map. So yeah, so we got
You made a map.
pretty well. Yeah, and I made a map. No, I didn't make anything. No, I didn't make a map, but
You made a crap.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wish
those are
I
like-
thought of that because I was trying to think of something funny and I couldn't think of anything. I made.
we're probably gonna do another
made-
one sometime next year, hopefully. I just don't know when, because I got a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment. But it was fucking fun as shit. I'll tell you that much, because that was the first time I ever like.
Golden Souls
anything like
was
that.
hard. Yeah, that's I checked it out once. The Golden Soul's pretty good.
Gold
Is
Souls
there any
awesome.
topics? Yeah, I feel like we're missing some things. I want to make sure we touch upon some of the biggest stuff.
I'll go back to
Couple
NFTs.
dislikes.
We kind of touched on NFTs.
No,
for a
come
second.
on. Oh, really? I don't
What?
want like because it's just
what's wrong with the NFTs, dude?
people are so mad about it, but it all just comes down to like it's just money making. It's like the video game, the whole water scandal and stuff like that, like the video game grading and the collecting and stuff like that. It's all just a money making scheme that. Well, I guess with the video game thing, it ruins it for like casual collectors because the prices keep going up now. But it's a similar kind of thing where it's just a bunch of people trying to make money and they don't actually care about the product. The product is just a placeholder that's used as a tool to serve to get the money over, because you can't just like give back and forth money for no reason. You got to have like some kind of thing to prop it up. So that's what the image is for. And it doesn't matter how good or bad this art is. It could be the ugliest fucking shit you've seen in your life, and most of the time, let's be real, it is. And it doesn't matter because no one actually cares about the art itself. They care about the what it means and what it contains, what it's associated with money. It's all a business money thingy shitty thing. And since I know nothing about economics and stock markets and crypto and business and whatever the fuck money, I know nothing about any of that. So of course I don't understand at all. But from what I can make of it all this time, it's all just about money. And I don't fucking care about the money. I care about sentimental art and good things and content and things I enjoy watching, playing, or doing.
The whole point, and like people are mad about NFTs, is because they like reduce that amount of creativity. It's like a huge like disincentive to really produce yourself when like you could just enter like another like financial market that you can just buy a shitty fucking monkey for like millions of dollars.
Is it like the next step? Like, you know, it's basically doing the next step of what like DLC and microtransactions did for games. Because why bother putting effort into making a full game when you could just do that shit lazier and make more money?
Pretty much everyone that I've like talked to like in college is basically just like, I might work for a bit, then I'm just gonna like hop on a hedge fund, or I'm gonna like cash in on my fucking like my brokerage account, and that's literally like all they're gonna do. Everyone that I know has money is just going to use money. They don't need creative outlets or anything like that.
So it's going to be like the next step of companies doing something lazier because they know it makes more profits and they're not going to bother trying. But it's even worse than DLC and microtransactions because this shit is terrible. No one likes it, but it doesn't matter if most people hate it because all it takes is a small handful of people that pay like a fucking $1 million or whatever for a stupid image, and that's it. It keeps the money going. So it doesn't matter if everyone else detests it. As long as it makes that money from like one or two people, they've got incentive to keep doing it. Man, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for the future. Could you imagine like the next few games that come out in the next 5 years? Oh yeah, Unreal Engine 5 is out. Yay, can we get a new Matrix game? Oh, but let's buy this image that you can just right click and I know everyone's memeing about the right click and save. It's not about that. It's not just about the fact that you can easily replicate it and copy it. It's not about that. It's about the fact that the fact that it's all about this money shit. It's like ruining creativity.
It's not even like that's not even what the value of like the NFT is. Like, it doesn't the image doesn't make a shit.
Just the money.
You're basically just like buying something that doesn't exist for other people. That's the whole point behind it. It's just that the image draws people in on a level that's saying like, hey, this singular like piece of like data online, you can own it and just you can own it for like $10,000. That sounds like fucking
who gives a
stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like fucking stupid shit. Like own this piece of data and you can sell it for the same money, right? Because other people are just like, dumb as you.
Yeah, but how the fuck does it even work? Like, so say you got you buy one, right? You pay like what $500,000 on something. So I seen one go for like 460. So I'm saying like $500,000 or $500,000. So you've just spent that out of your rich pocket. So you probably got enough money to waste. But what happens then? So you've got this thing. You can't do anything with it. You can't like go to the shop and buy a fucking car or dealership a car with this fucking little JPEG or whatever, right? You can't do anything with it. You just keep it. And it's like, well, if I sell it to someone else, I'll get loads of money.
Yeah, there's actually a scheme.
You just spent all that money on it. So you just like unless you go ridiculously like you market it well up, and then you just give that money to someone else, but then they don't spend that money on anything.
There's this thing that like
that's how it works.
People do where like
passing the parcel around.
Increase the value of their JPEG by like buying it again themselves because like
what the fuck?
Yeah, because the way the Bitcoin
gets worse.
Okay, so the way the Bitcoin like transactions works, because like you know how like people have like Bitcoin wallets and like it shows like public transaction histories, but doesn't show like who buys it or like Or like it does show who bought it, but like it just shows like a wallet number.
Oh my
People-
god!
Yeah.
So you can just like if you have more than one wallet, or like I don't know how that works. Maybe you can't have more than one wallet. You could just make the transaction and make it seem like it's a desirable item.
So like
that is
like so
fucking
if you buy
stupid.
if you buy your
like-
own JPEG for like a high amount, people will think like, oh, people were buying it for this much, so I'll pay a bit
It's got to
bigger
be
than
valuable. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So it's like if you had an old. Even if I compare it to any physical object, it doesn't really work because every physical, even a piece of junk like a fucking sweet wrapper or something, has more value because it's physical. It's something you can make into something. Okay, but just bear in mind. Imagine you have some old shit that you've got and you sold it to someone for some money and then they sold it for a higher price to someone else and then that someone else sold it to someone else for a slightly higher price and so on and so on and so on, and that thing is so devoid of value but the money keeps going higher and higher. Normally in the real world when you sell some old junk you sell it cheap. You go to a car boot sale or what do you guys call it, flea market. Shit is dirt cheap there because it's old crap nobody wants, so it's like a bargain. But imagine the opposite way around where it's some crap that has no value, no one actually cares about the thing, they only care about the money they're making off of it. And every time they resell it to someone else, the price gets higher. What's going to happen, man? How are we going to keep getting all that money? Where's it going to go? You know, it sounds like such a scheme. It just bothers me, not because I'm not jealous that someone's making money, because I don't care about that, really. It's just the fact that it's based on such a fundamentally meaningless item, because it's such a facade. It's just a mask. It's like, why can't you just get rid of that and just make it just money? You know, like why do you even need an object or item or
Literally
digital
just like
thing?
if you really want to buy
it's just
crypto,
money.
You really
That's
want to
all
do
they
is
care
get
about.
crypto.
Yeah. It's so much worse than like art galleries that sell a piece of shit on a canvas. Like someone shat paint out of their asshole onto a canvas and it goes for like $2 million. You laugh, but that shit's legit. I swear there's probably
it's real.
something
No,
like that
yeah,
out there.
physical art,
Period
like,
blood, feminist
That you're really just
period
paying
blood
for a
art. I don't
signature.
know.
You're paying for like work from a famous person. That's how physical art works. Because that makes sense.
But that's
it's
like
their effort.
even that. We were talking about that years ago. You know, people like us were like saying that's ridiculous years ago because it's just shit, modern art, right? But even that is like, there's a thing. You know, it's a real physical constructive thing. Even if it was digital, it's a thing. The whole point was that the value of the piece, it evokes meaning and all this shit. Like I'd make fun of people saying like modern art, it's about like the meaning, like the black square, like it tells me so much about my soul. Yeah, because you're devoid of any personality, you loser. But anyway, so at least it does something. Whereas the NFT, you don't be looking at the monkey picture and be like, oh, it's so cool looking and it evokes so much in me, I love it, it's my avatar. No, I don't care about the image. I just want the money. I just care about making money. So the actual art, like part of the whole business of the deal, doesn't matter at all. It's completely out of the equation. Whereas the modern art, it was only like a stupid part of the equation. Now it's like completely devoid. It's not even part of the argument.
The person who who actually drew those monkey like pictures, like all those like fucking 1,000 variants, do you think that person gets paid?
Yeah, imagine if that guy does it for free,
Drew,
don't get shit off it.
You sure then? I thought the whole point behind that was like an AI made that, or like that's another like set of NFTs.
I think that's another one. Cause like, I don't think an AI is that good.
I know
to draw.
the AI fucking pixel people, like that's
okay.
something.
So Holtra says, Hexa, people are pissed because NFTs are just destroying the environment. I've seen a lot of people bring that up and why they're mad about it, but I don't even know. I don't know, and I don't really.
Exactly.
I don't want to say I don't care,
know
but it
like
doesn't
the
mean
system.
I don't care.
Is it just because it's another transaction on the blockchain which requires more GPU usage, which takes more electricity?
Yeah,
which,
I think it's something like that. That's what
runs
I
the fossil
saw some people
fuels.
say. Yeah,
and
yeah.
green
But
grass
it's not
grows
even
all
about
around.
that.
You know, fucking.
I don't want to say I don't care, because obviously it's not like I don't care about the environment, of course, but I'm saying I don't care as in that's not why I'm even mad, because lots of things we do are harmful to the environment, like driving a fucking car. You know what I mean? There's loads of things we do that we rather wouldn't do if you want to make the green new bullshit, right? Whatever,
Yeah.
build back cunt, right? Okay, so it's not even about that for me. It's just the fact that there is no point. It's just money, and it's the epitome of like the greedy, soulless, money-grabbing, hungry cunt who doesn't actually care about anything of value or enjoyable.
The environmental
or
problems just stack on
possession.
top of that.
It's
It's
just
just
money.
another like consequence.
Yeah, the
of that.
environmental. Yeah, it's just another thing that makes it worse.
As someone who was actually physically, I'm not going to get into a huge detail because I don't want to fucking dox myself. As someone who has actually been in a crypto farm, oh my god, yeah, it's actually kind of insane how like those giant buildings can even exist. Because like, okay, you know how like have you seen those videos where they have all those like computers that have like GPU like farms and they're just on all the time.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. I've seen them in person, and it's like the heat that comes out of them because they're
didn't even
all
think
just,
about
like,
that, yeah.
together. Because like
Wow.
the building that it was in, it has like holes in the ceiling, so like all the air comes out like it's a fucking nuclear power plant. So I can't imagine how like
good.
so like heat would fucking travel out of the building and like because I live in like a very like very mountainy area where wildlife and shit. Like I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, so like having all that heat come out and going into the wildlife, I don't know. That just sounds like a fucking huge hazard.
I can be
Yeah.
like Dick Toasty with my singular 1080 Ti. How the fuck do you make a whole farm of that shit?
Yeah,
With
like, oh my
dozens
God.
upon dozens, maybe hundreds. And
during the winter time,
not like melt the fucking steel in your building.
yeah, like I'm surprised I was even able to walk in there because immediately you get into there and where the farms are, and it's just like you feel the heat like blow you, like it hits you, like it's like
Yeah, you get blown.
you get blown by the heat, and it's like
it blows.
and it fucking it hits you hard, like it's I don't know how those things can exist. Like
I
it
don't
consume that
want to
much
sound
power.
like I'm like disregarding or insensitive because obviously people are pretty pissed about the environmental aspect of it, and that does sound pretty shitty. It's just I didn't really know much about it. I was already worked up about the mere concept of it logically, just in the terms of art and the value of a product. And it's not just art. It's not just like random people with a monkey avatar. It's like all these games and movies and companies are doing their own now. So it's like it's the new hot trend for everyone to do their own. It's like if this is a bad precedent. I don't like the way this is going. Like the next fucking video game is just gonna be, oh, it comes with a free NFT, and that's like part of the fucking point. Like half their focus to be on that shit. Like, no, I don't care about making money.
Every
I want a
copy's
game,
personalized.
or well, I don't care about modern games that aren't Doom, but you know what I mean. Like, I want a movie, or you know, it would just be.
I can't even play my fucking video games anymore because like the existence of these like establishments just ramps up the prices for GPUs because people are buying them more now.
Yeah.
The stock is just
you got
going
that
down.
as well with
Now, like all the good
yeah,
shit's like multiple
buy-
thousands of dollars because people have to get them to make their fucking shit money.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a point in time where like government's gotta step in or something. Like they should just make like they should just make like GPUs specifically designed for fucking mining it or something.
Subsidize that shit.
Yeah, because like this is getting ridiculous. Because this has been going on for years. Like I want to say like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
That this shit's been going on, and it's
that.
like it hasn't stopped yet. I mean, it's kind of becoming a big deal now. So I don't know. It's ridiculous because I want to. There's so many instances where I want to buy a fucking GPU or even the new fucking consoles, you know, that come out, and then people would resell them for
a PS5.
yeah. Because people just want to make money off of these fucking things, and it's just like
That's the scalping thing, isn't it? Yeah, that as well.
I want to take my kid
Scalping's
into
gonna be the least of your
into,
worries now.
I want to take my kid into like a hardware building and not have them dissolve because of the fucking heat output. That'd be great.
Remember when scalping was like the only thing like this that was a problem? Now with NFTs, this will be the least of your worries. Now that's going to be everywhere. Every fucking company everywhere is going to be focusing on that. They don't want
Scalpers
to make a
can't
product
fucking
anymore.
keep
They just
up.
want to sell you a fucking object that has no worth, so you can make money because it makes them money. And then in 30 years, there won't be video games or movies and anything anymore that isn't like an indie project. Every company made like AAA studio is just going to make NFTs. It's going to make items like a single image or a single piece of code, and it sells for money, so people can make money and they can make money, and then money, and no product, no fun, no things to enjoy, nothing to value or have in a possession, just money for money. Oh, why you got all that money? Oh, so I can get more money. Money for money. You know, and it's like, where's the soul? What's the point? What's the point in living? Oh, you got all this money, but it's just to make more money. What's the point?
Okay, but hear me out, guys. Hear me out.
Shit.
These guys with money, what if we eat them?
Oh no, no!
This is why this shit doesn't happen. This is why this shit doesn't get fixed. Is because
No.
Twitter's solutions are awful. Like social media solutions
Suctionist.
are just like
Suctionism.
suctions.
No, stop! Stop! Look, it's making us more and more left wing. Stop it! Stop doing the
I
NFTs.
hate money! I
I'm
hate
not
it!
a commie. No! No! This is what it's doing to us. No. Oh, no. Oh god, no. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's something I said earlier before we started. It's very upsetting when you got all this stuff that you do and you play and you work on, you want to enjoy, but the things they're on and everything around you is just becoming progressively more miserable or worse by design, that it puts you off everything in general. It gives you this sense of dread. I get this sense of, not existential dread, but dread of like everything is sucking more and more so bad that it's going to put you off enjoying anything. So for example, when YouTube took away the dislike, before we had the extension, I mean, like, it's going to ruin half the fucking experience on here, because, you know, not just people having a voice, they could dislike the thing, but removing part of that is like a crucial element of using the site. And it just like, it's like, why am I even going to bother hitting the like button anymore? Because like without the dislike button, it's like the like button has less value because there's not so much point in pressing it to make that ratio, right? So like, why are we going to bother pressing
that
like as well?
ratio. Oh my
But
god.
it's like it just makes
Twitter
everything
movie.
less and less in value. And then you mentioned Windows 11 is coming out, and all I've heard about Windows is bad things. It's like, I don't even like Windows 10, and that's gonna get even fucking
Like, I haven't had
worse.
that much of an experience with it.
oh.
I don't like how it looks, and as far as I know, there's not very many options to change it back to the previous look. Otherwise,
the
I think it's
most I
functionally
know-
identical, basically.
Yeah, the most I know about Windows 11 is that when you first install it, like all the icons are in the middle, like a Mac, but you can change it if you register your copy, and that's all I know about it. That's all I fucking know. Like,
Yeah.
other than that, it's basically the same. And it's just crazy to me because, you know, I don't understand what was wrong with Windows 10 to like,
Besides for being Windows.
yeah, well, that, but
I could name
To
a great
warn-
deal of things wrong with Windows. The update's getting pushed outside of like security fixes. It's fuck everything in the bottom right corner, basically, outside of like date and time.
Damn, that sounds dreadful, because on mine, all I've got is the date and time, the sound volume, and the signal for the internet connection. Like, that's all that really matters, really. Sound, date, and internet.
Doi doi doi.
oh, are you talking about the weather on the fucking
Yeah,
the
I
bottom
know. I
right?
turned that off. I turned that shit off. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it's fucking go away.
Yeah, okay, so Alu said, stop being a college student. Yeah, see, okay, you guys say college. What you guys mean when you say college is what we say university here. I never went to university, and I'm so fucking glad I didn't. Not just because of the debt, not just because, like, generally you don't want to go to university unless you're absolutely certain you have a career path and you know what you want to do with your future. So if you're one of them kids like me who never knows what you want to do, don't go to university because you're wasting your time.
We call it
Also-
university here too. Just not like we call it.
Yeah,
we
but
flip-flop
you'd
in
say
Portugal.
what is college there is like university here, because college here isn't the same as college there. I think I explained this in a suck ages ago, but it's like totally different.
Oh yeah, you
But
did.
yeah,
We basically just have like tiers.
Yeah.
Like colleges are just kind of like lesser universities here.
yeah.
Yeah, they have like
Yeah,
community
distinction.
colleges or like the bottom of the barrel. Like,
But what you could call college is like the equivalent. It could be considered like what is university here. It's the same kind of deal. But I'm so glad I never went for all the reasons I stated, but also like, as we've seen what universities are doing to the youth in the last, let's say, 5 or 6 years or so. I mean, every time I see this shit, I'm just like, wow, shit. I mean, not that I would have fallen for it and gotten my ass, like, you know, cleansed and repurposed in the mind, but I still would not have enjoyed the environment. I would have felt it would have been a massive waste of time. I look back and I'm like, I'm very glad I didn't do that. And I still don't know what I want to do in my life, so it wouldn't have helped at all. But
don't
yeah,
fucking know
he
either,
said,
and here I
stop
am.
being a college student for a sec and read chat. Okay, so I've been trying to check. I'm checking the chat. That's why I keep laughing sometimes when they're talking, because I'm reading what people are saying. It's making me laugh. But like, it's just stupid shit. It's like shit posting. Like, we need to transfer our power to the IRS, like Goku, to defeat NFTs. Yeah, look, that's what happens when I read the chat. Real fantastic input. Like, I'm checking it. If something important comes up, I'll have to stop these dudes and say it. But if you guys got any more topics, Hexa avoided the Sam hide me. He can't keep getting away with this. Okay, so if you got any more topics that we need to cover, like big things that have happened that I feel like we're missing, because I know how the chat are really good in like listing off, like from the very
I got
beginning
one
when we
fucking
started, they
for
were
you.
straight in
What do you
there.
guys want for Christmas? How about that?
Oh yeah,
you
what
guys
do you want for Christmas?
Yeah. What?
Oh,
what
you
for
know
Christmas?
Freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
I'll
good one.
buy everyone a gift. I'll buy
Freedom,
everyone a
yeah.
gift right now.
We're not gonna
No.
get it. But,
No, yeah. I'm not rich. Don't eat me, please. I don't want to be bored today, alright? Don't eat me.
Goal.
What do I really want for Christmas?
Ladies, did you tell them about the other gifts you got? That I gave you?
Progress, that's what I want.
Oh my
Progress.
fucking. No, I didn't mention. I don't have a picture of it right here, but I got these nuts.
Yeah, you got these nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, for Christmas I got these nuts.
Yeah, so I did a thing where me and my friend we basically coordinated an attack against everyone like in our group, where we just bought these nuts candles for everybody, and Laser was included. So I bought him.
Yeah, he bought me these nuts.
It was like a banana nut bread fucking candle.
Something
Whatever.
I
it's like,
received
it's like
that
banana. It's
instead
like a
of,
banana flavor or something.
If I received that from you for Christmas instead of a John Carmack signed Doom book, I would be so fucking pissed.
What if
Dude, no, you
Just
can
fucking
make your
up my
room smell like
arse.
these nuts.
no? What if the these nuts candle was signed by John Romero? Would you like
It
it?
would
Then?
melt. You can't light it, otherwise it'll melt away.
No, it's
It's
not
just
like-
like an NFT.
What the fuck are you talking? You gonna sign the wax,
Well, where are you gonna sign it?
the glass
fucking-
part, or the
Yeah, like
wrapper?
glass.
What do you mean glass? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's what you guys have candles. You have like a glass, like a drinking glass, but it's full of the candle. I was thinking of just a candle, like the
So they used to
candle.
sell you like wicks and like fucking rum.
Yeah, a
You see
stick of
wicks
wax
and
with a
wax
wick
over
in
there.
it. I don't know. I've never bought candles in a.
There's just shit just
candle
lined up on
store.
a shelf.
I don't buy candles. I'm not a woman. Shut up.
They put
I
them in
don't know.
glass so they don't melt all over your fucking table, you animal.
Yeah, that's why you get like a dish or some shit to put it in, or a holder, like one of them fancy things with like a cup.
Just get a
base.
candle that already has glass around it. It's so fucking
I don't
easy.
know. Okay.
Those don't exist.
Probably.
Across the pond.
I don't know because I don't buy candles. That's what I told you. I'm not a woman. I don't buy them. I don't fucking know.
There's
I
no
don't
there's
buy
no way you've never
candles
seen a
and
candle
cushions.
aisle before, though. I understand you don't buy them. I don't buy them either. But like, there's no way you haven't seen the aisle.
When I've seen candles, they've been in a little holder thingy at the bottom. It holds like the bottom of it. Like you stick the candle on it or in it or whatever. But I know what you're talking about, where it's like a glass, because I have seen them like on the internet like a couple of times. Like I don't know.
But those
Gwyneth
don't
Paltrow's
exist, like-
vagina candles.
Those
or
doesn't
something.
exist in the UK.
It's like a glass with the. I don't know. Maybe I haven't been to anywhere where they have candles to see it. Oh, this motherfucker in the chat. I'm not a woman. Fuck you. See, that's funny though. It's making me laugh. At least it's not like irrational hatred. It's still the funny voice can be funny sometimes. Because it's true. That's how I talk. I'm not a woman, mate. In it. Tuesday shit. Okay, I'll say all of them.
TJ Batawa.
Whatever you want me to say, I'll fucking say it. Except there's certain words I can't say. You know that, but that's not my fault. That's internet.
What was the one they got
uh,
Lemmy with? Fucking purple burglar alarm. I doubt it'd hit you because it's more of
That's a Scottish thing.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
apparently it's not true either. It's not true because the actual Scottish person was saying it's not true. I can say it easy. So it's bullshit. What's a thing the British people can't say then? It's got to be something with H's and T's in it, like letter, water, bottle, obviously
water.
bottle of water, but I can kind of say it.
water.
But when you say it, you sound too like I don't know, like posh maybe. Bottle of water. I already sound like I have millions in the bank, don't I? I sound like I drive a Rolls Royce and I have like an NFT behind me. I don't like it. Exercise? No, I'm not saying that. No, I can't say that because black people are actually good and I like them. So how dare he say that in the chat? We need to ban him. He said a rude word. That's totally what he said, guys. But you have to believe me. It's definitely not anything else.
Ultra, I can't believe you just typed out like thousands of slurs in the chat. There's a 200
Can you
character
just
limit.
spam the whole chat with every
man.
slur I've ever seen? I don't even know what a Muno is. What even is a Muno? Is people on the moon? Dude, Neil Armstrong is so offended by that. How dare you say that? That is awful. He took one small step for man, and you just stepped all over his fucking name. I can't believe it, Muno. How dare you invent that? Jesus Christ, that's awful. I said it though, so I'm probably gonna get banned now. So thanks for that. Thanks.
You said, yeah.
Because context don't matter, as we know. Context, they don't give a fuck about context. So they're gonna scrub us.
YouTube, those bunch of fucking Munos.
Funny thing is, like he wrote Exa because like that's the thing that we don't say T's and we don't say H's, but sometimes we do say H's. Like with Hexa, I do pronounce the H. So that one I don't. But there are words where I do not pronounce, where I do miss it out, basically. But I think
It's
one
actually fucking hilarious, because, like, the American pronunciation doesn't pronounce the H, like, in the word H, when you, like, write it out.
Yeah, like herbs. When you have an herb. Yeah, they call them herbs. You guys did this last time. I swear to God, you act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I've heard American people say the word herb, like fucking, I don't know, marijuana or whatever, herbs, right? Herb. They say herb. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you not? But I've already been through all that. You remember when I said warrior, mirror, all them ones? You can't say the R's. You can't say mirror. You say mir and horror. These motherfuckers talking about
saying
prostitutes
warrior,
when
not
they say
warrior.
horror. Hey, you want to see a prostitute movie? Oh, I'm sorry, a horror movie. Yeah, okay. Go on, say it. Say it. Go on, say it. I dare you. Say it.
A horror movie?
See, look, a horror movie. See, I told you. They can't say it properly.
Horror.
No, look, he's trying so hard. It's like,
I have fucking
doesn't wanna
recorded
make a
footage of it now.
He's trying so hard. And mirror as well. In the mirror, when you go to shave and you look in the mirror. Yeah. You jealous because I can say R words? Retarded.
Mirror.
Yeah, mirror.
You gotta go to the mirror.
How are you still
mirror.
making fun of it when you can't even say the R's?
I am saying the R's.
Mirror. Okay, say it now, yeah?
I'm saying mirror. I'm not saying mirror.
Shut up! I hate you! I hate all of you! You bastards! You bastards, all of you!
You're British. I'm gonna shoot you in the face with a gun.
Oh, a gun, yeah, so typical from the American that he would shoot me with a gun.
There goes
Why
the
can't you
YouTube-
shoot me
there
with
goes
your
the
cock
YouTube channel as a
instead?
death threat.
Such a typical American.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Stab me?
Not even going to use his dick or anything. Of course he uses a gun. Typical American. God. Can't even
Our violence crisis has fucking larger range than your violence crisis.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm not even going to argue with that. I'm just fucking around half this time. Like, if you're going to be getting into like anything remotely political or socio-economical or violence or whatever,
Which I'm
like,
not,
I'll be like,
ever.
yeah. I'll just be like, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's true. It's fucking terrible, and I hate it. It's true. Like, no. Oh yeah, but the stab. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm gonna kill you.
I don't
Merry Christmas.
understand.
We're pretty terrible.
Yeah, we are. It's terrible. State of UK. What's a bigger problem? A stabbing problem or shooting problem? Well, over here, we all know what the answer is because there's no guns. So, it just worries me. Like, if they did have such a thing, if they did exercise the same thing, like Second Amendment, if they actually managed to do that here, it would just go tits up because, one, everyone's shit scared of a gun because they're conditioned to be that way. I know because I am also conditioned that way. As soon as you think of a gun, you think someone's going to fucking die immediately. And number two, more and more criminals are going to get it, and certain places that already see a lot of stabbies, right? The places you thought had a lot of stabbings, if you brought guns in, crime rates would fucking go out of the park, man. It'd be way worse than New York, fucking Chicago, all them motherfucking places. It would be all over the chart. Forget the regulations, forget the checks, they'll get around them. You know they'll get around them.
I still think it's an issue more with like security than anything. Like, not like we need more security, but we just need like better like implemented. Like, I don't want TSA fingering my asshole every time I like whistle like one fucking note that was in like a Song of Swords or whatever that meme song was called. People like make fun of this. But like really, like all I'm asking for is like the people in those positions like give a shit. remember like
finger in his arsehole and whistle.
really, I'm just asking that the people like in the security positions care. I remember like I'd go back to my school sometimes, like my high school, just to like fuck around with people there and just make their like life worse for making my life worse.
No.
And usually you have to get like signed in like as a guest because school shooting problems. But sometimes I could just fucking walk in and then just walk away, just walk anywhere I want.
That's literally my high school. The front doors were always unlocked at all times, and you could just walk in and just not even have to go to the office because my school was just like literally just like a big hallway, so you could just walk past the office if you wanted to.
Did you ever wear a long black trench coat and dark glasses just to fuck with them? And just like, oh, hey guys,
we had a guy that did that. He wore like a trench coat.
I think every American school had one of those kids that did that.
They make them in like a fucking lab or something. They put so they can put each one like in a singular school and see. I think they're a test.
Yeah,
I think they're a test to see how the school handles the problem.
That's a good conspiracy theory. Fucking Alex Joey. Fucking they're they're bioengineering these kids in trench
coats. They create the fucking
coats
homunculus boy and put him in a trench coat and see like if he can turn violent because of the school's like environment and how they handle the situation.
Man, that's spicy. I've never heard that one before. We're bringing in new horizons here on S.U.C., new conspiracy theories no one's even thought of yet.
We're breaking the conditioning!
5G, COVID, it's all news. We need to talk about the kids in the schools, man. They're being planted. It's a government conspiracy, man.
The synthesis kids.
The synthesis kids? Yeah, you call us conspiracy theorists now, but watching like 10 years' time when they start having to reluctantly break this shit in the news because they can't escape the truth anymore when it comes out. Yeah, that's how it always happens. If anything we've learned in the last year is that conspiracy theories...
They're going to slip up eventually. One day you're going to go in this class and there's going to be two of them. Yeah. Exactly the same.
They're like, hey, are these twins? These birth records don't match up. They're completely different, but they look exactly the same. What's going on here? Yeah. Selectively breed World War II autistic history buffs. Yeah. That's how it always goes, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, no, seriously though, any topics? I did say that like earlier. I don't know if anyone actually said anything. So chat, if you've got any topics that we covered,
we'll go through this shit again.
You know, let's just
it was the original list that we have.
Yeah, let me check how many views this shit got. 4 watching. Okay, well that's great. That's just us and one guy. The 3 of us and one person.
I don't think it counts our views anymore. I'm not watching it. I have like my own thing on the YouTube studio. I don't think it counts that.
Yeah, I just have the chat popped out. That's all I do.
Plus, there's multiple people in chat right now anyway, so how about you, like, shit yourself?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm just waiting to see what's going to come through. Talk Doom. Yeah, we talk Doom every single episode, so is there anything Doom related we can talk
Actually,
about?
we did talk about Doom. I talked about Plutonium 7.
Oh, yeah, he did. That counts. That counts the quota.
Jamp.
There you go. Yeah, we could tick it off the list. We did actually mention Doom somewhere, so that counts. It's the quota. We fulfilled it. But is there anything like to do with Doom, like the new game? Anything new? Or is
Eternal? I've basically heard they released like a big update, which I'm pretty sure is just like the last big content update, which is mostly like battle mode updates and horde mode. Very disappointing, honestly. Horde mode is literally just like the worst parts of the game, but like back to back. It's just the arenas that you have to survive for like a certain amount of time with like randomly generated fucking weapons for some reason.
You gotta get this. You gotta hear this. Bluefin said, "Sunlust is the result of when the crypto farms gain consciousness. God Machine is just one massive crypto grinder."
Fucking God.
It's one of the massive farms. That puts it into new perspective. Yeah.
Holy shit! When I actually get to that level, and I'm gonna get some fucking giant crypto farm.
Yeah.
Literally, no. There's parts of God Machine that actually look like they're fucking like graphics cards farms. And I'm thinking about it, like the first big fight where like you see the enemies getting resurrected by the dehacked monster.
Yeah,
it looks like a
let's
fucking.
Let's not lie. By the time you finally get to that map in the stream, we'll have these fucking farms will be everywhere by then because it'll be a couple of years. Yeah, Junus, I'm not going to address that in this. I'm trying to keep that completely free from that in this because it's very much under wraps. So I'm not going to talk about that.
You know what? Speaking of Doom and crypto farms. Have you guys seen the NFT Doom mod summon?
Oh, yeah.
No,
That was
don't tell me
awesome.
they did one. No, please, not Doom. Anything but them. They didn't do an NFT, did they?
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no.
Oh,
It's,
thank God. Oh,
someone-
see, no matter how shitty the world gets, we can always rely on Doom being good. That's the one thing
Doom
I'm
mods
so
have had like
glad.
great political, like, or not political discourse, but just like social, like, commentary. Like, remember when loot boxes were getting big, and someone made like the loot box mod for Doom, and it just made the game
Yeah.
like so much fucking worse, intentionally.
Yeah, and so someone made a mod where like you literally go around and every single enemy is replaced by like an NFT monkey, and like you just go around with the camera and you kill them by like taking pictures of them. That's the entire mod. It's
I like
great.
how I like how basically like one fucking crypto bro shot his entire like family in the foot because like
Oh,
you know
I
like
thought you meant he actually shot.
okay no like you know
Shot
like
his
you know the
family
memes
up.
where like you see like someone say like I screenshot this NFT and like you see the fucking like reply from like the monkey
Yeah,
saying,
and he's like,
this is
mad
your
and
only
saying all this shit.
warning.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that.
the guy I looked on his actual fucking account. Like I searched up his name and I looked on his account and like basically like his past like half dozen tweets since I looked were just like, "Jokes on you! I was pretending to be retarded." Like like it's so easy to dunk on normies with like, faked ignorance.
I was
Like,
actually messing with you, lol. It's just the fucking Wojak
exactly,
meme
yeah.
with the smug mask with the crying face behind it. Yeah. Well,
but
Yeah,
now
I mean-
that he did that shit, he basically just sparked the entire movement for people to just like save like NFTs like screenshots.
yeah. So he was the guy that did it, huh?
Yeah,
I
pretty
can't
much.
remember what his name was or anything, but I know
It's like
exactly what
it's
you're
like
talking about because I remember seeing it.
It was like Tropo something. I don't remember, but he used
Let me
like
try and find it.
that's the one singular name I remember like passionately defending.
it,
Like,
yeah.
delete that screenshot.
Come on, where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find it now. I'm trying to find it because I know what you're talking about. I can't fucking find it because I'd search up NFTs and all I'm getting is literal just NFTs everywhere. I'm trying to find the tweet, the fucking response.
Okay, while you do
what was
that,
it?
Bluefin's
Yeah,
talking about
angry
Halo.
tweet.
Alright,
you go
Jonathan,
that then.
you
Yeah.
you like Halo Infinite, right?
Okay, so here's my thoughts about Halo Infinite. Alright, so I have a love-hate relationship with it. So, like, there's a lot of aspects where Halo Infinite is doing great, but, like, the majority of it feels very rushed, and it just feels like it's just taking ideas from other games. Like, I don't know. Like, at one end, it does feel like Halo, and then, like, at the other end, it doesn't. I don't really care much about the multiplayer, because Halo Infinite multiplayer just didn't really, like, interest me that much. But the campaign just... I'm not a big fan of the open world aspect. And especially when they have an open world where you just fucking fly around and go, like, oh, we're gonna give you this grappling hook, and then you can go wherever the fuck you want with it. Oh, here's that Call of Duty, like, kill barrier thing where it kills you in 10 seconds for literally no reason. Okay. I've showed Laser my little gameplay of it, and the amount of glitches I've seen just by playing it for like 10 minutes is unreal. The game should have been delayed again because it's in a really bad state. The performance of it is awful.
Yeah.
Anyways, new video games are pretty terrible.
Yeah, I was going to butt in with that because I've just realised as you were saying. So it's bad, and that reminded me of something we can mention as a topic, video game related. A lot of video games have been very bad this year. A lot of disappointment.
like
And
every
that's the
video
one
game.
thing I was forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something. The worst and most insulting fucking thing. Good old Rockstar Games. Oh boy. Oh, what's the worst thing that's happened in the recent years? Is it YouTube removing the dislikes or the shit that Rockstar put out earlier? Oh, it's hard to decide which one's worse. God, it's so bad. Oh, what one is worse?
This
You're
year has
talking
been
about Rockstar.
fucking-
You'd have to be very specific here.
No. Come on. You'll know what it is. The worst fucking... I think it's one of the worst video game, if you can even count it as a release of itself. It's probably one of the worst releases of a game, or re-release, or whatever, I can think of in recent memory.
Oh,
It's just
yeah, okay.
the worst and most insane. Like, it's not like it's the worst game ever made in its current state, because there's like Fast and Furious game or whatever the fuck it was, a family game that Critical played. But like, there's obviously worse games like indie shit, but it's not just the fact that it's bad technically. It's like everything it stands for and represents as it was put out, and the legacy and what they promised and who they are and how much money they have.
Here's the thing about that. You're like emotionally
Everything about
invested
it.
for sure. Like, you're emotionally invested in that since like it's one of your big franchises.
Yeah.
So I understand why you'd be like specifically upset.
Well, I'm not particularly surprised because I called it when the trailer come out. I already knew it was going to suck balls because they've already been doing shit like this for a long time, and like the last remasters were sucky. Before we even knew that it was the same third-party developers that were working on it, I already knew it was going to suck because I couldn't trust them anymore. I've already lost faith in Rockstar over the years already, so I was already expecting disappointment. So I wasn't too surprised anyway, but just the sheer level of how bad it was got worse and worse. When it come out and people were saying, yeah, this sucks, I was like, yeah, well, big duh, of course it was going to suck. But then as time went on, I kept seeing more and more things about just how bad it was. Like, it was so much worse than I actually thought it was going to be. As I already lowered my standards in the negative zone, it still plummets lower. I couldn't believe it, just how bad it was. It was so insultingly bad. I can't state it enough. Oh my god. I saw it. Okay, so we haven't mentioned the Spider-Man film yet. So I went there today, went to the cinema in the mall, and we went into a game shop just to look at the games, right? And I saw it. I saw the definitive edition. I'm never going to call it that. The fucking shit edition. I saw it on PS4 and it was like, what, 35 quid or some shit? It's like, that shit is not even worth getting for free. I wouldn't even pirate the shit. And that's the funny thing. I went on BitLord, back when it come out, I went on BitLord, and after a couple of days since it was released, it was the first thing on the homepage. It's basically like a torrent program that I've got. It was the first thing on the homepage, and I was like, no, I don't even want it. I don't even want it for free, damn. I would take it back. It's disgusting. I hate it. So anyone in the chat or anyone listening who is a fan of the older GTA games, the 3D Universe games, 3, Vice City, San Andreas, or a fan of Rockstar, please invest in a PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 that has the backwards compatibility, the old grand piano shaped one, and buy the original games on the PS2 because those are the definitive editions, and they always will be, because Rockstar are completely incapable of actually fixing that shit for modern hardware and generations. They are incapable, and they've proved that. They didn't even do it. They got a fucking shitty mobile company to do it for them.
Even if you fix the bugs, even if you fix like everything that fucks up, like that's objectively wrong with how the games are put together, the art style is still like horribly like reproduced, and it's basically like the same games that already exist.
So much about it is terrible. Obviously the graphics, obviously all the bugs, obviously the controls I've heard are really bad. Just so much about it on all levels and all angles is awful. And of course the music, a big part of those games was the music, and I knew there was licensing issues before the game even came out, before I even saw the trailer. When I heard it was rumored it was going to come out, I knew the music was going to be fucking cut in half, because this has already happened with later releases of previous games. They had to remove some of the songs because of licensing issues. And I get it, it's difficult, but these guys have billions of fucking dollars. They've got the money to license all the same songs again. They have it, and they don't want to bother. All them fucking kids' mum's credit cards they spent on fucking shark cards for GTA Online. They got that money. They got all the money they need to do what they got to do, but they just don't want to do it anymore. They made Red Dead 2. They proved they can do it. They have the power to make good shit. They just don't want to. They don't care anymore. They don't like you. They're the new fucking EA, Activision. And it's sad to say about Rockstar, because I remember all them years ago when they had that indie spirit. They were just like regular ass people trying to make games that were edgy and breaking the mold and causing all that controversy back in the day. Just really being a bit radical and different and just doing what they wanted to do because it was fun and they wanted to do it. All of that spirit is gone. And when I say it's gone, I mean it's literally gone, because they've left the studio. Dan Houser and Laszlo have left, and there is no hope for anything. If you're expecting a GTA 6, think again, because if it ever actually gets made, it's gonna suck so bad.
They're
man.
still in the
It's gonna be
peak of
multiplayer
monetizing
only.
GTA 5. There's no fucking way that they're gonna
There's
make it.
no way. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Yeah.
Is the GTA 5 port even out for the new consoles? Because I think they announced it and they didn't. Like, is it even out yet?
I haven't heard anything about it. I just don't care enough about GTA 5 to follow it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember they made a big deal of it. It's like, oh, we got this new version of the game. It's coming
Same
out.
shit. Same shit.
It looks kind of better.
It's not just that though. It's just like, yeah, in video games in general. I thought the Halo thing would be good. I thought it was going to be good. I don't know much about Halo.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's good in some aspects, but I feel like it's just like it feels rushed.
It's
like,
underbaked and like a bit of a divergence from like what classic Halo fans are expecting. I think that's what he's trying to get across.
Because you got like also in this year you've got the Call of Duty game, Vanguard, same shit. No one cares.
The Call of Duty game. You don't even give it a fucking subtitle. It's the Call of Duty game for this year.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then you got the Battlefield 20 fucking, I don't even remember the fucking number, some fucking number, because games like to do that now. They like to add a number. Like
every YouTuber on the planet was like, "Oh, this game's gonna come out great," and then now it's getting review bombed by everybody because nobody can even fucking play it, and you know, it's a disaster. I don't know how people can just.
Such a bad year for games.
Yeah, so many games came out. One that came out this year, and I want to go on a little fucking tangent on is I know Laser's heard about it. Oh, Back for Blood! I want to fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your time. This is your time.
Go for it, dude.
Oh my god. Okay, so for those who don't know, so I'm gonna write this in quotation marks. The original creators of co-op shooter Left 4 Dead has made a new co-op shooter called Back 4 Blood, and that sounds really good on paper until you actually realize that the people who made it, Turtle Rock Studios, had almost little to no development of the actual original games, because most of the powerhouse development that went into what Left 4 Dead is done by Valve, because Turtle Rock Studios doesn't actually know how to make a fucking video game, aka Evolve 2. So now they got this big new game coming out. They're claiming it to be this big fucking spiritual successor, and I was dumb enough to play the alpha and the beta for it. Both times were fucking awful. I don't know how this shit was gonna come out in like 2 months, and like people were saying this game was good for $1 because people were playing it on Game Pass, but the game is just awful. And I've been watching the game slowly go from positive reviews to mixed reviews on Steam, and I think it's going to go into negative because they keep updating the game to make it more transaction heavy. And
I just want to say, I remember when we were watching Doom Guy. We were watching one of them fucking reveal things, and you were getting all hyped about Back 4 Blood. I remember that, and I was like, I don't even know what this is. But you were like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I just remember that, and now the difference, how it's changed.
That's the only game I had like any kind of emotional attachment toward to. Because I still play Left 4 Dead 2 to this day, since fucking 10 years ago.
Some people, you're not the only one, I think. Yeah.
And it's like and this is what they did to it. They just shat all over the game. It's not fun, very boring, super generic, performance issues up the ass. De novo for a game that has an online always requirement anyways, so, and they're forcing fucking season pass DLC with gameplay changes included. So like, yeah, so if you want to be good at the game, you have to pay money for them, because like the whole game system is based on like fucking cards and deck building and shit. And if you want the best card,
yeah, I'll finish it like that. I was gonna say bless id Software for staying like kind of true to like keeping microtransactions out of most of the system for the game, but now they've just started releasing like the skin packs for like money, and now I'm disappointed because it's not about like that it doesn't affect the gameplay. It's about it, they literally fucking lied to us. Like Hugo like stood up on like E3 2018 and said like no microtransactions. Like no was like a very concrete word in that promise there. And now here we are, like, not only do we have, like, the Twitch Prime skins, which you can argue those aren't microtransactions, those are, like, subscription bonuses, but now we absolutely have, like, fucking packs of shit we can pay for in my Doom Eternal game.
Yeah, get the Boomer Doom guy. The one with the fucking, where he's, like, I forgot that shit's even in the game. Like the one where he like wears a fucking shirt that's like he's got like a
The
fucking
Boomer
dad
Goon
tummy.
guy, even though you can fucking pirate it and like most of the fucking
Dude.
Twitch Prime skins come with a copy that's pirated.
Do the B4B zombies still say the word?
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, during the beta
I saw
test,
that.
like the zombies, like when they scream, they say the N word, and it's like there's a few clips I've seen, and it made me fucking crack up. They're like, "What did you just say?"
I just remember like there was another like fucking video game where like one of the walker bosses, there was like a giant like mech walker, it like screams out the N word. I think it was Anthem.
Well, he is the
I can't
enemy.
find
villain.
like the video of it because it gets buried from like censorship, I'm sure. But
Why
was
is
just-
it? Why is it not okay though? Why can't we make bad guys say bad things? They're the bad guys. We're supposed to defeat them. So isn't that okay? Come on, man. Stop censoring that. No, it's
Because
funny.
video game makers are like racists, except replace the C with a P and then also add racists.
The only video game that I've seen as of recent that actually even uses anything, no, it does use the N word, is fucking Wolfenstein 2. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's like you have like a flashback as Blastro, whatever the fuck his name. I can't pronounce
I've
his
seen
name.
some cutscenes on YouTube. It looks pretty cool, actually. I
Yeah.
don't know about the game, but the story.
The game's alright.
Watch like a movie. Yeah.
The game's okay, but like, yeah, there's a scene where like you're in a flashback as a child and your dad literally like in the game like screams the N.
Yeah. I think I've seen that. Maybe.
He was depicted as a bad person.
Yeah, I was,
that.
yeah, he was a bad person. He was like a villain, quote unquote, but you don't actually like kill him, at least I don't think. But like, it's just so surreal because I was playing it on the Nintendo Switch, so like I can imagine like, holy shit. It's
Oh
playing-
my god, Nintendo allowed this seal of approval. Ding.
Your children.
Yeah, so it's clearly
the N-word
possible.
zombies.
It's clearly possible. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's within context though, because Wolfenstein literally like got Hitler and Nazis and shit.
Yeah, it's like in
do
the
that.
time. Yeah.
They get away with exactly. It's kind of part of the past.
Wolfenstein
If they
political
can do all
commentary
that, then
is
they got the
like
pass.
not substanceless, but like it's very surface level. Like you go to like Hitler's like fucking space fortress and you see him shit himself like in front of like everyone.
I saw the cutscenes of him like throwing up and like doing the acting.
They just
scene
make
with
Hitler
the
look like a
gun
very
and-
weak person, so you laugh like, haha, Hitler is suffering. Which like
Yeah.
I guess that's enough for people to like clap to. That like your imaginary like Hitler AI is like suffering, but ultimately it just solves nothing about like preventative policies or like making sure that like
Laser
that
is
kind of shit
upset
doesn't happen
because
again.
they Laser
Why
is
did it make
upset
Hitler
because they
look
portray
bad?
Hitler
He's
as
not
weak.
bad.
Oh wow, you said it, not me. Jesus Christ, he said it.
Made him
Anyway,
old.
I found-
He's not old.
I
He's
found,
dead.
I found the thing I was looking for. I just posted it to you. That's the one I was thinking of. I don't know if that's the one you were talking about, but that was the one I remembered. If this guy,
Oh
like,
no, it's not. It's not this
kickstarted
guy.
the
But I think he's like
isn't
trying to do
it?
the same thing. No, it's not. It's not this
Oh.
guy.
whole- okay.
His monkey was like a lot more simple.
Yeah, I forgot about the Mario Kart one where Bowser is in the air and he's like,
Time trial.
What? Even him? Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah, even
Every
Bowser.
game now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
Well, you know,
dude,
like, it makes sense because like the Japanese, the Asians, like they don't give a fuck.
I mean,
They'll
Mario
say-
does have Wiggler Wednesday.
oh my god! Oh my fucking god! I forgot about that.
Yeah, but see, they've been called that for decades, man. They've always been
No,
called that.
no, dude, you don't get it. They're
Creatures, oh.
fucking Nintendo of America, or like one of the Nintendos, like released a tweet that was going to talk about like Mario hates Wigglers, and then said hashtag Wiggler Wednesday, but they forgot the L.
Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh no! Dude, thin ice. Thin ice. It was okay because with the W it means like white people, so it's okay. Right? So on Twitter that would be celebrated, so, you know. Very, very
Where's
neck
the crow?
tugging, blowing fucking, you know, kind of moment for them lot, I'm sure.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That shit's
That's
fucking.
crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
When
Blue
the
Fit said in
line
the
to,
chat-
when the line to walk is so
Oh.
fine, it's so easy to fall off though when you're not even knowing you're walking on it.
Exactly. Well, that's just Twitter in general, isn't it? Bluefin said in the chat earlier, there's the extension to dyslexia. Yeah, we said that earlier. We made sure everyone like checks it out.
Yes.
I posted it in chat way back, but I'm sure everyone here is already aware because we made sure of it. So if you're not using it, you better use it too, and adblock as well. Use adblock
you.
because fuck the money.
If you're not using
Fuck
it,
the money.
fuck
That's
you.
just the fuck the money stream. Fuck the NFTs. Fuck the ad revenue that you don't get anyway because you get demonetized for everything. And fuck the dislike removal and the censorship. Fuck the money. Fuck the money. Fuck the money. We want entertainment and products. We don't want fucking meaningless schemes and businesses and fucking trying
I want
to
to pay for a
hatch a
promise.
plan to make more status. I want product and entertainment, not thing with no value. Thank you very much. We care about human personality and soul and fun and enjoyment and social things, and not
Even if you like stick
meaningless-
paint in your ass and like fart out $2
meaningless
million
social
for like,
status fucking things.
it's still enough. Oh my
Is it?
god!
What?
Fucking ultra post in the server. I can't. I'm not even gonna fucking save that.
Hang on.
I gotta see this. Hold on. I haven't looked.
Is that real? No,
I don't think it's real.
Surely.
I'm sure it's
Oh
not real,
my
but it's...
Oh my! That can't be real. That can't be. There's no way.
Okay, so I will
This
say
can't be
it. I
real.
won't, I'll tiptoe around it carefully so I don't get in trouble. It's a screenshot of Nintendo of America's Twitter. They posted in February 2015, so they could have gotten away with it then, but not now. Nintendo of America tweeted, "We're bananas for hashtag Black History Month," and the picture is a large part. It's Donkey Kong's banana horde, the whole pile of bananas, and it's got Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong, Diddy Kong,
finally
and Dixie
here.
Kong
They're
Yeah.
finally.
performing for you. Jeez, even then it was a bit but I think if you posted that now, they would actually
Nintendo
lose
would
all
die.
of their money. They would actually.
Actually,
get,
no,
the guy
no
who
one would give a
tweeted
shit
it would
'cause
just
they just-
explode.
They just sell to the Japanese.
Yeah, but it says in Nintendo of America. If it was Nintendo Japan, they wouldn't give a fuck. Like they'd be like, ha ha ha. I'm not gonna say the word, but they would say it. They would just straight up say the word and like fuck you.
The Japanese
you know?
would just say the word, actually.
Yeah, they would. But because it's Nintendo of America, in America, you can't say fuck all anymore.
Anything that has anything to do with the Nintendo of America Twitter is just garbage. Looking at the replies of any Nintendo of America tweet is just like going into a minefield. Fucking awful.
You have to like dodge the Silk
Like,
Song
the worst-
fans.
The worst of Twitter, I think, can be described in the entirety of like the replies of a Nintendo America tweet. I'm not even joking.
That
It's
simple?
awful. It is
It's
awful.
pretty simple, yeah.
So they got the fuck white people and the fuck British people in there as well. Everything summed up in the replies to the Nintendo of America tweet.
Depends on the time of day.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Depends on who's up and like past like Twitter's mandated horny.
I don't even know why am I using Twitter, you know? Like literally like the whole site hates me. Like they don't know me, but like everything I am and stand for, they hate me. I am massively hated for everything I am on there, and yet I'm still using it. Maybe it's like a rebellious thing, like in spite, I will continue to use it. I'm public enemy number one. Not me specifically, but who I am is public enemy
Fucking
number one.
dude.
And I will continue to use it just to rub it in their face because you can't stomp me out like a little bug. I will keep going. You won't stop me.
There are some
Not-
people
not
listen to
Twitter.
it, but yeah. So
I'm sorry, I
You're-
muted the fuck out of you when I said that. Discord just decided to shit on you for some reason.
What? Who? Me?
No, John. Whenever I like talk,
Oh.
like it mutes like people that are like also talking because I think it's like kind of a balance thing for my headphones. But
Okay.
that's mostly why I do it. Anyway, I was saying just like a fucking not Twitter, but I like the moment after I watched like the Social Dilemma, I just deleted Facebook immediately.
I've been
I
wanting to
still
delete
had
Facebook for
it
years.
like I had it like just sitting there. I was never using it, but I've just
Yeah.
removed it.
I'm at that stage right now. I remember I found an old tweet from like fucking years ago, like 2016. As far back as then, I was saying I want to deactivate my Facebook and get rid of it, and I kept it for years because I had contact with like one or two family members, I think, on there, and that was my one excuse for not deactivating it because I didn't have any other way to contact them. But now it's just like, I've still got some distant family members on there that I never speak to, but like, Oh, I just want to get rid of it so bad, man. I haven't used it in literally years. I don't want it anymore. I don't want the Zuck. Okay, I don't like it. And I know Twitter's not exactly a prime example, but at least I use it. Like, it's something I use to, as a platform. I don't use Facebook, so having an account on there is just, like, why? Why would you have personal shit on there? It's the bad idea, man. Just get rid of it, And
I've
been
gotten
like that
rid
for
of
years.
my Facebook like since 2014, and I haven't looked back since. Like,
Yeah.
There's no reason to.
I
Yeah.
really need to get rid of it. See, I talk about Twitter, how bad it is. You guys stop using Twitter, but I will continue to use it because I actually want to keep using it for something. It has a purpose for me and what I do. But Facebook, it just doesn't need to exist. I just don't even want it to exist anymore. I don't use it, and I don't want to use it. So it's like, yeah, I need to.
Basically the same thing for Twitter.
Thing
Though.
is,
Like everyone that I know on Twitter that like I actually want to like know better or want to like actually keep knowing, I'd have them on other platforms, whether that's like YouTube or like Discord.
Yeah,
I know where to
suppose so.
find them if I really want to like talk to them. I don't need to go through such a shitty medium to do that.
But the other thing is, like, I think part of the problem is for me to get rid of my Facebook account, I have to actually, go on Facebook to get rid of it. So it requires me to go there, and I don't want to go there because I know if I go on there, there's gonna be like a bunch of fucking messages and shit that over the years there's bound to be. I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah.
I had a bunch of messages over the years too. I just didn't look
fucking
at them.
God might have got in contact with me or something. Like I might have found new Jesus, and like a family member I never knew I had, like some old Jewish dude, probably come out of nowhere, just saying, "Look, I'm your actual cousin." Like, so can we like hook up? Wait, what? And no, I don't do that, man. I should never have gone on this site. Even after you deactivate the scars, the mental scars are still there. So I'm afraid to go there. I don't know what I'm gonna find. I don't know why I thought of that. That was the most random shit. That is not anything related to reality. That was
what the
completely
fuck?
made up. I know, just the first shit that popped in my head.
Like an old Jewish man asking you out. Damn.
Because they fucking, the rabbis, the baby foreskin or whatever, they do that shit. I don't know.
What?
Weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Good
I'm not going to
lord.
get into that. Guys, chat, help me out here. Oh, I'm struggling now. Come on, help me. Oh yeah, that's right. Ultra Gamer said earlier. He said play Jackbox when we said give us some topics. That's not really a topic, but he did request that we play it. Probably because it's the Christmas special. But that's up to you, I suppose.
Yeah, when was the last time we played fucking Jack?
So it was about, what was that, 3 years ago?
Yeah, because the last time we played Jackbox
damn.
the Suck was fucking a while ago.
Yeah, it was exactly 3 years ago because I remember all the answers was fucking Dar and Will Smith. So it was the YouTube Rewind 2018, 3 years ago. Exactly 3 years ago, probably. So yeah, it's.
I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work on this new stream layout that Laser has, but
No, we'll see. We'll see. It would be nice.
I will make it appear on stream. I'll take a word stream, make it appear.
The only thing is, though, if we do play that again, we can't just be like Dar for every answer. I know we're not going to do Dar this time, but whatever the relevant topic is, you can't just do the same thing for every answer because it makes it kind of boring.
All the answers are just gonna be like fucking NFT answers.
Yeah, NFT. Like, come on, no, don't do this. Oh God. Junus, about that, I'm not sharing anything yet. I've got like a bunch of stuff I've got lined up. Not just the main thing that I don't want to talk about. It's hard to talk about something that you don't want to talk about, but like not just the main thing that you're asking about earlier. Not just that, but I've got like a bunch of smaller personal things lined up to come out at the same time that I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna release everything. Like the big rich dude comes back, opens his coat, and all the money comes flying out. It's gonna be crazy. I've got everything lined up, so I'm afraid you're gonna have to wait.
Shut your mouth and take a look at my what, so.
Yeah, exactly. Shut your mouth and look at my mod, because it's not really a WOD, it's a mod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not even a WOD file, it's a PK3, so I can't even do. You're gonna have to sentence mix him to say PK3, and I don't even know how I can do
That's the one thing I always like. I hate nowadays is like I know people when they say WOD, they're talking about like mods and stuff. Because nowadays, like whenever you go online and you read stuff about mods and shit, people are like, oh, download this WOD here, and it's like, oh, there's a PK3.
Yeah, it's not. They call any Doom mod file a WOD when it's not even a WOD. Yeah. Got a load of different
mods anymore.
A WAD could be a mod if it has the
Yeah,
right file extension.
don't get me wrong, people still make WADs, but like majority
It's
like
not
the
necessarily a map. It could be a mod in a WAD file. Like a skin is often a WAD, and that's just a mod. It's getting so confusing now. Like a skin file is a mod, and it's not got any maps in it, and it's just modifying shit. But it is a .wad file extension, so it counts. But it could be anything that is specific. Yeah. So I like.
That's not even touching like stuff that's like PK7. That exists too.
Oh, I know. Wasn't HDoom like? Or am I thinking of something else?
Like,
I'm always thinking of that, so that's no surprise. I think Boopity said earlier. I don't even know if he's here anymore, but he said earlier in the chat, and I didn't get around to saying it. He asked me if I've dabbled in mapping, and the answer is no, never. I mean, well, technically, I checked out the builder before, and these guys helped me out with some pointers, but I abandoned it very quickly after I realized that mapping is not my forte. There it is, yeah. Have you ever meddled with Doom mapping? I guess that's true. I have meddled, but not for very long. I haven't made a full single map ever, and I don't plan to because I don't want to do it. I don't like it. Because, my God, I am the guy who's going to sit there for hours deciding how I'm going to align one single texture on a wall or what texture to choose on one piece of wall for hours and then move on to the next piece of wall, and it will take me forever to make a single room. I could never do that. I can't. It's impossible. Not to mention I've not got the time. It's just not the kind of thing. Like my kind of creative process, I'm such a crippling perfectionist with certain things and like fucking autistic that I can't do stuff like that where there's infinite possibilities of what you can do. I need some kind of restrictive workspace where you can only do certain things. It's like I explain in soccer terms. It's explain in YouTube poop terms, right? Here we go. If you've got like a source material where he doesn't say many words and you've got a sentence mix and you've only got a few words to choose, it makes it harder, but it also, the limitation can be your advantage. Because if there's like 100 different videos of this one source saying all these different words, it's so difficult to fucking get it together because there's so much shit to choose from. You can never, it never ends, right? But if you've only got like 1 or 2 videos, you know your constraints, what to work with. It's just that. So you got to make the most with what you've got. So you're forced to do the best with what you know you have. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Here's the thing. You're obviously not like choice. A very I don't want to say like not artistically inclined, but like I imagine like having like that much of a workspace would be a benefit because then you can just make what you want. Like you don't have to like. I understand, like, I like working in boundaries, too. Like, that's kind of why I like working with Boom
It's
stuff.
not just, like, what you want. It's, like, I would take forever to decide over the slightest details. I just don't like it. Stress me the fuck out just trying to... Because I can't make up my mind and decide.
But you're not really creating that. You're just kind of making... You're just doing a task. I think
I don't want it to be like a
task.
Shit,
like, you're doing, like... You know what you want.
My creative... I still can do creative things. Like, I've done YouTube oops before, and that's more my style because... although there is perfectionism within it, like the crossfades and the snapping and everything has to be perfect and all this shit. But like, I just feel a lot more comfortable doing that stuff because there is a level of precision when it comes to the editing workspace in there, and also audio editing especially because the way it snaps and what you do, as long as it sounds good and it looks good enough, it's good for me. But when it comes to like Doom mapping, I realise there's just so much infinite possibility with what I could do, and because I don't have a set idea either, I don't have any imagination of what to do. I don't have any ideas, so I have no idea. It's just an infinite void of things that I could do. So I don't even want to go there because I'll be stuck and lost in it forever. I don't want to do it. So I'll leave mapping to the people who are good at it because I'm never going to do mapping. Fuck that. There are other things though, but I won't talk about it right now.
Coming out 2022.
Laser, Ultra said earlier when we mentioned bring up some topics, he didn't bring up a topic, but he just said play Jackbox, and we were just saying how if we haven't done that in literally exactly 3 years.
Yeah.
And back then it was all DAR and rewind time. So if we're gonna do it again, we've got to be a little more diverse with the answers, because if it's the same shit like John was saying, it's all going to be NFTs, but you've got to like mix it up a bit because it's funny a couple of times, but then it's like
I don't want to talk about NFTs. Not for Jackbox. Actually, they released like a new one recently, right?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I played it. I haven't played it in 3 years. That's the last time I think I've ever played it was with you guys in the DAR episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not good at hosting those. Like most of those streams, like
Came out 2 months ago.
I'm not good at like producing video for those. It would take a while to set up.
I think I should also mention I watched I actually watched it again recently because I think there was a video where it was like it's like got a cringe counter or something because I'm always a sucker for that, and it goes ding 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 ding, ding like that. But I've actually seen the 2018 Rewind again like a couple of weeks ago, just to like refresh 3 years on how does it hold up. And it's like, because sometimes you think like some of the things that you complain about, oh, it's so cringe. It's just like, oh, I just don't know who some of these people are, and I was being a bit too harsh. Like, it doesn't really matter, because it gets so much worse every year that you look back at the previous one. It's like, it's bad, but it's not a reason to get like angry over. It's just stupid. But like, this one, yeah, there's certain parts of it that are still really painful.
Yeah.
I will stand by everything and stand by what I said originally, because I used to make like Twitter tweet threads where I'd post all my like thoughts on the thing as I watched it. I was just getting into the stride of that when they cancelled doing them, but you know, whatever. But yeah, all the things I said still kind of hold up, because like the worst things, this is what I said I'm standing by, the worst moments in that whole video had to be the fucking stupid late night show Jimmy cunt dickhead arsehole cunt corporate bastards that I hate. I fucking hate them so much, doing the fucking dances. It only happens for like half a second, but it is so, it literally feels like your eyes just like pop out of your head and just fall to the floor and blood comes flowing out.
Yeah, it's in kind of bad
so
taste watching
bad.
that shit happen now that they've removed dislikes, so those people can like thrive off of the platform even more. A lot of the shit looks bad in retrospect.
Those are the people that YouTube love, the late night Jimmies. They're the ones they love and care about. They don't care about people. They care about the lizards in suits that want to make money. That's all they can, because they're part of the fucking group, man. But yeah, and the other part obviously is like the campfire scene where it's like, can we take a moment to blah blah blah? And it's like, no, I don't want to talk about politics. Like, this is a rewind. It's about YouTube and creators. It's not about what's happening in the world. It's about what's happening on YouTube.
It's because YouTube's trying to be like a political platform as well.
Like, yeah, it's not about that though.
Dude,
I know
the
there
White
was a
House
lot of
YouTube
political...
channel has 0 dislikes.
Yeah, we know about all that. But it's not even like, I know there's a lot of political content on YouTube. I get that, but it's not like they had any of them. They didn't have fucking Alex Jones on the Rewind, did they? You know, they didn't have like fucking I don't know, what is it, the CNN and fucking Steven Crowder or whatever, like battling it out.
That'd be funny as hell. Like he
yeah,
just,
that would be funny, but they
like
don't
a
want
split
to do
second
it.
without a shirt on, like charging the camera or something, and then it cuts to like another creator.
That would actually be kind of funny, which is why
chasing that guy down the road on a fucking crossbow.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
POV, just the other way around.
Yeah, they POV with the guy who's recording him.
But of course, that wouldn't be on there because that would actually be funny and not cringe, so they can't have that. So yeah, that was the worst part. But also then when they bring up all this political stuff, because it's not anything. There's a lot of political content on YouTube and creators that do politics, but they didn't have that in the Rewind specifically. They didn't have any like political creators, and it was just shoehorning in for the sake of it because they felt like they had to get this whole virtue bullshit. Like it's so unnecessary. They didn't need to bring any of that up. They could just celebrate creators and celebrate entertainment and celebrate YouTube. You don't need to drag all that shit into it. But they couldn't help themselves. But to be fair, I love how I'm ranting about this same video 3 years later. But it's like even
it's that bad
viewing. It's like the Fortnite stuff, I get it, because like 2018, it really was fucking huge in that 1 year. Fortnite was fucking everywhere in that 1 year. So it made perfect sense that the Rewind would have loads of Fortnite in it. Even if it was cringe the way it was shown, it had to have it in it. It would be stupid if they didn't show it. So yeah, of course, that's fine, but it's just the way that they showed everything. It was the most out of touch, and the shoehorning in the political shit. It's like, some of it was so stupid, like mums, women. What the fuck's that got to do with content creating on YouTube? Like, what? Like, yeah, okay, there are mums and women that make content on YouTube, but it's so detached from...
Dude, we discovered that families abuse their children for YouTube views.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube.
I want you to cry harder for the camera, honey, please, we need the money. But, like, it's just, like, they mentioned some of the most random shit. Like, can we just... I can't even remember what they said, but
that shit's still actually happening. Like, it makes me so fucking mad. I remember, I saw a YouTube ad, like a fucking ad that was like there was this like Slavic girl that like had like leukemia treatment, and her parents were just trying to get her get more money to pay it off.
Yeah.
And fucking the first 5 seconds of that video is like, or the first 15 seconds of that video is like the kid crying, saying like, "Please help me, I don't want to die," while she's sitting in the hospital bed. And then the next cut, she's just explaining her life story like nothing happened.
Yeah.
In the same location. So obviously these parents just told their kid, like, you gotta cry for the camera, you gotta cry, tell them that you don't want to fucking die so that we get more money for your treatment. Which, good on them. I don't want people dying, but like you can tell their intentions. I think that's a fucking scummy way to go about it.
Yeah,
even if it's noble enough.
So,
it doesn't even out for me.
Ultra says make sure you dislike. I saw him say that earlier. Make sure your dislike's still there because his one keeps getting removed. When I read the counts for the YouTube Rewind and the we're removing dislikes video, I read the counts and I did notice there my dislike is still on both of those. The funny thing is about this whole dislike thing is I appreciate the existence of dislikes and the people who hit dislike, but I personally have maybe made about 5 or 6 dislikes ever in the 8 years I've had my channel. I think it's 8 years. I think it's almost 9 years. Fucking hell. But yeah, in all them years I've had my channel, I may have hit about 5 or 6 times a dislike ever. And I can probably recall what most of them are. One of them obviously is YouTube Rewind and the dislike video, which I felt was going to be the last one I ever give. And then a couple of others might have been back in the day when we used to make YouTube Hoops a lot. We used to find people who stole YouTube Hoops. And sometimes we'd hit the dislike if they were like, they stole the YouTube Hoop, but they were also like a cunt in the comments about it. Like they were trying to act like it was theirs and they weren't listening. Like genuine assholes. And maybe I did that once or twice, maybe, I can't remember. But then those videos might be gone by now, so they just like might not count. I wish there was like a playlist for disliked videos. Like there's a liked videos playlist, which I don't even get. Because if you like videos like you're supposed to, if you hit like you want to hit like and just like everything that you want to hit like on, then why would the playlist even need to exist? Because it's I've got like thousands and thousands of videos on there.
Maxes out at like 5,000, so like it doesn't even have all of them.
Yeah, it can only go up to 5,000 plus or whatever, so it can't even list them all, but it's way more than that, I know. Why is there even a playlist automatically built in for like videos? And if so, why can't we have a dislike video? Why can't I find, not even a playlist, why can't I just go on the Creator Studio on my stats and find all my dislikes or something? Find the videos I've disliked.
Yeah, we have a playlist for like videos, yeah.
It's annoying, man. Yeah, I wish there were, but no, they wouldn't do that because they don't care about things like that. That would be something interesting. They don't care about adding things. They only care about taking things away. That's all they've ever done in the last few years is take things away. They want to remove everything about their site until all that's left is late night show cunts being broadcast from the trending page into your brain directly.
You're just making fucking TV again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you'd say that, but that's exactly what it is. I'm not
kidding.
We went on it to get away from TV as an alternative to TV, and they have come back and made it TV again. So now,
stronger than ever.
Natural process, we need to get away and make our own not TV again. And well, I guess streaming is part of that.
Dude, we should make like a platform that actually allows like your opinion to be broadcast. We should call it like YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, when you're talking about the whole, like, rewind being so bad thing, and you're still talking about years later, you know who else is still talking about it? Mark Brownlee.
Wow.
He makes videos now talking about how, like, removing dislikes is awful.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I saw good old Mark Ass Brownie. Yeah.
Mark Ass Brownlee.
Oh, Brownie. Like
and he made a joke on Twitter that one time.
That's racist, actually. Jesus Christ. Come on, Will Smith. You should know better.
He made a joke.
Brownie.
Come on, rewind guy.
He's lucky he's also brown, so he can get away with that. You can't call him a brownie. That sounds like a slur. That's fucked up. Jesus
he made a joke on Twitter saying, like, when they were moving dislikes, he's like, wow, look how good the likes are in the YouTube Rewind now.
Yeah. Well, that's not all, though. It's not just Mark Ass Brownie. You know who else has fucking called out this shit? Probably the coolest based thing I've seen. Jord, one of the original Me at the Zoo guy, one of the original fucking...
Yeah, he literally fucking changed the description of that shit.
Yeah.
I
love that.
Describe how bad of an idea it was.
I just love the fact that one of the people who helped to fucking build the fucking create site in the first place is this firmly against what they have become now. That just tells you everything, doesn't it? And I stand with him. I wish he could make a new platform. Don't know what you call it, but I wish he'd just make a new one himself.
You know what? He can make a new one called VidMe. Yeah.
U3.
Yeah, if he could get the rights from them and revive, that'd be good.
Fuck,
That'd be good. If he
that
could
was funny.
contact the VidMe team and then give some funding to revive it instead of making a whole new one, they just revive VidMe, and then the first video that goes back on there since they revive has got to be me at the zoo. There you go.
I would just want him to go back to the zoo and record it again. Yeah.
Oh my god! Yes, the new one. Yes, yes. Oh, that would be brilliant. Our tube, yeah. No, but it's funny. I always love the fact that the first ever video that was ever uploaded to YouTube, and no matter how corporate and soulless and humorless this site becomes, the legacy will always stand that the first video ever put on this site was a penis joke. I love that. That just, it's so perfect, isn't it? The first ever video was a dick joke. So good. So good. Immortalized forever. You know, it just perfectly encapsulates the individual, immature, just random humor of some internet person making a crude joke. You know, that was it was built on back then in the mid to late 2000s. It was all about it. The foundations of internet humor, without this soulless corporate money making bullshit that has nothing in it for entertainment or creators. It was built on, and it started with a dick joke. Yeah, it was based. And it all started with a dick joke. Man, I fucking love that. I love that. Yeah.
Based at me in the zoo.
So yeah, any topics, guys? Any topics? I don't think anyone really said any.
Grow to the zoo.
Did you decide you're going to play Jackbox, or is it not? You can't set it up.
No,
not right now. No. Like definitely in the future. I have to buy the new one because I feel like everyone's gotten used to the topics in the old Jackbox games.
That's true, yeah. But I feel like he brought it up because it's like Christmas special, so I thought we've got to do New Year's special then. Another one soon.
You can eat my shit special.
There's no way I'm gonna be available on New Year's.
Why? Because you'll be dead?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I wish I was.
New Year, new you. In the grave.
New Year, know you, more like. Dedicated Jackbox stream when? How about that? A dedicated Jackbox stream? I feel like we don't have enough viewers, though. There's only a few of us here. There's like 4 of us. You know?
That's something I could do for like a Discord like event or something. You can just
I feel like that'd be better for a server than like a stream. I can just do that and actually talk to people at the same time.
What the fuck was that?
It's me burping.
Bass. Oh my god. It took a while for that to process. I was like, what the fuck?
Every time I burp, it just like comes out. Well, it's just like like I move my mouth in a way to make it like vibrate. I don't know why. I just like
shit. Can you still say are we allowed to say retarded?
Technically.
I mean, we can, but you know, that's something I wanted to bring up.
It's okay because if not, then that's retarded. I'm still going to say it because I'm.
You've already said retarded like several times in this stream. I don't know why you're stopping now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just checking.
Like it's so weird now because like that's the one word.
You just said a mocha.
We're not allowed to.
Make me laugh. No.
Wait, is that what?
Yeah, that's what you said. You said a.
Oh my god.
It's not making me laugh. No, it's not. It's not funny. No, it's not funny. It's cringe game.
No, come on, dude. Mungus.
Mama.
It's about. Come on, dude. He said Mungus.
Oh, it's so stupid. What was you gonna say?
Yeah, but like, we've gotten to that point. Like, you remember when everyone used to say retarded like all the time?
Yeah, okay, this reminds me of this whole thing. Remember back in 2015 when you were all fucking... I don't mean to put you out there, but come on. You remember back in the Skype days?
Yeah.
You and all them other dudes, you were saying certain other words that are a bit more rude, a bit more controversial.
Okay, no, he's talking about me and my buddies, but like, yeah.
Yeah, back then it was like normal. It was like normal. It was like... Shut up. But like, this was like 2015. It was around that time. And just in a few years... it's changed so dramatically where it's like you wouldn't dare say a certain couple of words. You can't.
I feel like if I was ever get canceled, I'd probably be using the R word. So you know.
The R word. No, I don't care. But they're not taking retarded away from us. They can take a couple of other words, and one of them, I never wanted to say a certain word anyway, so I didn't mind, even though I don't agree with it. But like, they can't take that away from us because we are technically retarded. I mean, I'm technically retarded, so it's okay. I can say it, so you know it's fine. And so are you, and so are you. So they can't get us for it, you know. The sweat beads forming on the side of my head, and the steam coming out of my neck.
Like Doom?
I'm walking on fucking
the Impetus Buster.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious. It's Imp like Doom.
You guys should talk about Norm Macdonald. Okay, so
it's Imp like Doom like Borger.
I didn't know anything about him until he died, and then every American was talking about him. So then I found out who he was. I didn't know anything about him because
I still don't fully understand his delivery. Like what he says is definitely funny, like mathematically, fucking scientifically funny. But I'm still hit or miss on his delivery, even though it's like legendary.
I don't know. Wait, who? What?
Norm Macdonald.
Oh,
See, fucking Alu said, I'm sure Hexer likes him. I didn't even know who he was until he died, and then every American started talking about him on the internet, so I
says 9/11.
Okay. Cool! No, I'm joking.
The first clip I saw of him, like, was, he just says, like, 9/11, and then him and, like, a co-host laugh. And that's the whole video.
I like the one where he said the bit about that joke was written by a woman, and something.
Oh, yeah, the Saturday
adds a bit more and a bit more. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, the dude was a wizard. I've heard a lot of great things about him since he's died. You know, that happens a lot, really. A famous person dies and then they get this posthumous, like, fame. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
That's not even... It doesn't even come off his name. What are you doing?
Oh, Ultra. Fucking ruining it again. Stop. Look, it's him! He keeps saying all this shit. Look, it's fucking when you burped, it set him off. He starts being cringe now. He starts to say a bunch of stupid...
You woke up a fucking sleeper cell.
Can we leave those words in 2020 now? Like, I know it's the end of 2021, but can we just, like, it was kind of that year, though. Can we just, like, leave it behind? I know we couldn't leave a certain widespread issue that is ravaging countries and continues to be exercised to use of power over the people. It's still going on now, and we didn't leave it in 2020. But there are certain things I wish we could kind of leave back then. And some of those words and memes, I think we could, you know... Does anyone even still play the game anymore? Does anyone still play the game? The funny game? The meme game?
Oh, the Mungus?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know anyone that actually plays it. Like,
I'm sure maybe some people do, but like
I just don't know anybody that does.
Not that there's anything wrong. If you want to play the game, I'm trying to gatekeep girl boss your ass. Okay, I'm just saying, like, you know, the memes.
We're just gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. How about that?
We're just gonna kill him.
Just gonna
kill him. There's nothing bad.
We're just gonna kill him.
No, but just. Because I said this thing a while back. Maybe I said it in one of the sucks. It's been so long, I can't fucking remember. But, like, certain words were ruined. And sometimes it's not too bad because no one really uses the word anymore. Like fortnight, like the actual word fortnight to mean 2 weeks. Fortnight with IGHT. And, like, it doesn't matter because no one really says that anymore to mean... They just say 2 weeks, right? But, like, as something comes out that's, like, stupidly popular, especially with kids and with memes... then it kind of ruins words. Like, you can't say the word imposter anymore. And before 2020, I used to love that word, because every time you have, like, a detective joint, or a murder mystery, or any kind of movie that has a doppelganger, or someone looks like someone else, you know, or something like a whodunit, you know, the word imposter is a great word, and it revolves around some interesting ideas and entertainment. And now, after 2020, you just can't use it anymore. You can't, because... Even as I said it, I bet everyone listening in the chat, as I just said that word out my mouth, your brain went, it just immediately clicked. I can't say it. I can't say certain words anymore. And what else? Crewmate and fucking,
you know, I've never heard people
suspect.
Like sus. Suspect, like, I never heard people, like abbreviate, like, not abbreviate, shorten the word suspicious to just sus.
Okay.
I've never, not until that fucking game happened, I didn't hear that either.
Okay. I can provide some input. So obviously the main thing is, as a YouTuber, obviously it's undermining our legacy and cultural appropriation from YouTubers because we had the word sus for fucking years for a completely different reason. But that's besides the point because
Yeah.
I never really use sus jokes anyway, so I don't really mind too much. But the other thing is, I'm surprised you guys hadn't heard it before because I actually had heard the word sus being used before the game. It was sort of a ghetto thing, American thing. So sus, it's a bit sus. I think just before the game come out, I saw it on social media as like attributed to like something being potentially gay. Like that seems a little sus when something seems that might be gay, bro, and shit like that. Like it was used then in them contexts, just before
right.
2020. But I've also heard or seen it used even without that meme context before the game as well. So it wasn't unfamiliar to me. So when the game started and it first like shot up in popularity and people started using the word sus, I was just thinking, okay, well, it's just more and more people using that ghetto slang that I've been hearing already. I thought it was just like more people are saying it's okay, whatever. But then, yeah, as you can see, it took on a life of its own, and and then it's like, oh, clearly it's not just that then. But yeah, I'm surprised you guys didn't hear it before. 'Cause
I've
I
heard
certainly
suspect.
did.
I've heard suspect. I haven't heard anyone like shorten it
Yeah.
all the way down to sus.
No, I had. It was.
Yeah,
fucking-
that's what I was talking
well, I
about.
guess because you guys hadn't used Twitter in so many years, maybe that's why you didn't see some of it. on
Partially,
there.
probably.
Maybe, don't
I
know.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Damn, this whole stream sus.
I'm going to kill you.
Suck.
Suck sus. Oh fuck. Oh
No, change that. It's suck. It's short for success because we're all gonna get somewhere. We're gonna do really well. 2022, baby.
When the streamers
Watch.
suck.
Things are coming.
When the
Things
stream.
are coming. I hope that ages well, because if I don't do fuck all in 2022 and I have to change it to 2023 again, another number change, I'll be very upset because I just said it. It's on record now. I want 2022 to have something because 2021 didn't have fuck all. It had nothing at all. So I want it to have something. I spent way too long being dead and working on something that takes forever, and I want to live again, and I want us all to live again and do something. So let's be hoping 2022
I want to
kind
die.
of looks like. I feel like you could like stylize the S.U.C.C. You could kind of make like a 2022 with it, maybe like kind of.
2022, man.
Kind of. I don't know.
Or like New Year's?
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, yeah, you're trying to like remake the suck word to like 2022.
I feel like you could make it sort of look like a 2022 as well as the letters, maybe. Yeah,
I don't buy the
I'm
C's
sure he
doing
can
that.
like conjure it with his hands, with his mind powers. Oh, okay. So can I briefly mention this because Ultra just posted in the not in the stream chat, obviously, but in the server he posted. Saw this in the mall. Okay, so. I'm so glad he mentioned this because I would have totally forgotten. I want to bring this up. These popping things, these rainbow popping things, because in August, at the beginning, first week of August, right, I was away with family. I can't really call it a vacation or holiday because it wasn't out the country. It was just like at the coast. But we stayed there for a week, right, and then we came back. But while we were away, we were near a beach, right? So you had them shops, the stores that have like the buckets and the sandcastle, the bucket shit, and all the things that you take there. And I saw a lot of those rainbow popper thingies, and I was just thinking, oh, okay, so it must be some cheap shit stuff that they sell at all these shops because they got them cheapo toys at the front. There must be whatever they're selling at beach shops and shit. That's all I thought it was because it happened right as I was there during that week. But then when I came back home and I went in some shops, like we went to the cinema when we watched the Suicide Squad and we went to the mall and we looked at some of the stores, I started to see them all in there as well. And hang on a minute, they're all in here as well. Where did they all come from? When was this a thing? Like, this is the new fidget spinner thing, isn't it? This is the new cheap shit toy shop. Like, every single shop has some at the front and the window and that for, like, a shitty price, a shitty quality, and all the kids fucking buy it. Every fucking shop under the sun just puts it at the front of the window because they know it sells. And it's like, when did this start? Like, it just suddenly... Because I genuinely thought it was just a seaside beach shop thing when I was away on holiday, or technically holiday. And then came back and realised, no, it's actually one of these things that's everywhere now. What the fuck are they? And I kept seeing...
Are they just
Are
they just like modern fidget cubes or fidget spinners?
I think so.
Some
You
colors
just pop
again?
them. I just
poke
didn't
them.
get it. Like, And I kept seeing the crewmate shaped ones, the ones that shaped like the crewmate, and I'm like, really? I mean, it's like late 2021. Like it's been like a year ago. This would have been relevant. You know what I mean? Like it's so strange that it's suddenly, you know, what the fuck? It just really weirded me out because it was like freaking me out. What the fuck? And then the other thing is the octopus thing, the plush octopus that goes inside out and it's got like one on either side.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it's got the octopus legs,
Kind of.
and then inside underneath you can pull it out, and it makes like another octopus inside out. What the fuck are these things are just suddenly everywhere? Who decided this was the hot new thing? Where did it come from? Where did it start?
It sold one
'Cause
time, and so everyone else made one.
what the fuck? It's so weird how it just suddenly is everywhere. Because normally you see a few of them here and there, and then you see a bit of it on the internet, and then it starts to grow and grow. And this time it was just one day it's not there, and then bam, it's everywhere. It's just fucking what did I miss? It's like I woke up from a coma or something, and everything's different. It's so weird. Oh, I don't know. And they're still there, by the way, because I still haven't mentioned Spider-Man. I don't even know we're gonna. But when we went today, we went went to look at the game shops and that, and by the counter, the desk, they've got like all that shit hanging on the wall. They still got the crewmate one. They still got all these other ones. I don't know what shapes they are. Just random shit. And they're all rainbow coloured as well. They haven't got like solid colour. They're all rainbow. What is this? Where's the demand for this coming from?
I'll tell you, this
I
is
like how
kind of
in the-
related. It's something I actually
go on.
didn't know. Like, I just, one of my dad's friends, like, his daughter apparently likes this guy on YouTube who's like 13 years old. His name is like, it's like Ryan's World or something.
Oh yeah, everyone knows about Ryan's Toys World shit. Yeah.
I didn't
he's
until,
he's
like,
the
I got told
10-year-old
about
who's
that.
10 forever. What?
I didn't know about that until I just got told it. Honestly,
Was that
I didn't-
recently? Oh.
It was
Yeah, he's-
quite
he's-
recently. Yeah.
He's been a thing for like a good few years now. I swear he's been like 10 years old for like 5 years because basically his parents are milking whatever he's worth that they can get out of him. You
Yeah,
see
it's
his face all
disturbing.
over merchandise. I'm in the supermarket, like I can't call it a grocery store for Americans, but it's like a large supermarket that sells toys and everything. In the
Right.
toy section, they've got merchandise with Ryan's Toy World. It's got his big face smiling away on it, and it's just
I've
feels
never
really,
seen. I've been
really
in like
weird.
I've been in like a Walmart
Yeah.
like every now and again, but I've
Legit,
never
though.
seen Ryan.
For it, too. Like they have
Yeah,
a
this,
fucking.
this in the UK. It's big here as well. It's so weird because, like, it's one thing for him to have a big YouTube channel with loads of views and all this shit, and it's clear that the parents have got like a big hook on this money thing here because a 10-year-old ain't fucking caring about money that he's making
Yeah.
off videos. He's just playing with toys or whatever. I've never seen his videos, so I don't know what he actually does. I assume he plays with toys.
I
But
think
yeah,
it's
it's
just playing
like
with toys. Yeah.
it's just mad fucking views, but he's got actual merchandise. I think I don't know what they are, like toys, like little kids' toys, I think. But you can see the packaging's got his face on it. Ryan's Toy World, like it's an actual brand, a trademark and a brand now. And it's got like other merch, like I don't know, a calendar or like bits of like gimmicky shit, like merch of
You
like
can't
random
grow up.
memorabilia.
You can't have your kid grow up like that and be healthy.
It's
It's not possible.
Yeah, and it's like I'm thinking it's been a few years now. I've seen this kid's been around for a few years. It's been like like 2017. I first think I heard about him. Maybe it's like he must be like a teenager now. Surely, like how are they? And on the merchandise, he still looks like a little kid. And it's like, surely at some point he's gonna grow up. Like you can't keep this going forever. What do the videos look like now? Just some moody looking teenager on his phone with spots all over his face. No, the parents are like, I promise you guys, he's still 10. Look, he's gonna play with the little Mega Blocks and Legos. Look, it's like no, I want to talk about how British people are horrible on Twitter. Okay, fuck you, mum. Fuck you, dad. I hate the world and I'm depressed.
Genetically make another Ryan.
Girl now. Oh no, like the trench coat kids.
Yeah.
No, it's another conspiracy. They're
They,
making kids.
they have the technology. We'll make another one.
They can do it. Going to the beach in the UK has got to be funny because I can just imagine getting there and it's a gravelly ass beach and it's surrounded by steep ass cliffs and the sky is just dim. Yeah, pretty much dim grey. I mean, where we were, it rained a lot of the days. There were a couple of days it was okay, but the amusements was the main thing, really, like the amusement arcades and shit. The actual beach was like, because it's kind of hard to find a single beach that isn't just stones. Fucking like most of the, especially here in the south of the UK, like the entire coastline is all just rocks and stones. There's no fucking
His
sand
own
anymore.
card game? Oh, fucking, hold on. Ryan's World
Isn't that the
Yeah,
kid that has his own cart? Is he has a cart game as well?
It's on every fucking platform.
Race with
like,
Ryan.
Yeah.
Race with Ryan. It's just creepy. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it.
Who made that? Like, what the fuck? So,
Yeah,
like,
who
my
had a
God.
company that like contacted his parents and be like, hey, we want to make a game out of your child's likeness and use your child to make a product. And they go, yes, we like money. It's like, do you not already make like a shitload of money off the YouTube views? Because you know they get like millions of views. I haven't even seen the channel, but I already know because it's a kid's toy thing. It gets millions and bajillions of views because they always do. There's kids every. Because again, you remember YouTube Kids? Yeah, there's no reason for it to exist because they're all over normal YouTube watching all this shit on there. What's the fucking point, right? But they got all these views and all the money off for that. It's like, why do you need to go that step further and get this fucking corporate entity to use him to make a fucking game and shit and merchandise and it's just creepy, man. I feel bad for the kid. That's gonna be one hell of a Macaulay Culkin
I feel so
trip
bad at
that
kid,
kid's
yeah.
gonna go on. You know what I mean? He's gonna go.
He's
to
going
some
to do
hard
so much
drugs.
crack.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's gonna have a rough.
Ryan's gonna do
time.
so much crack, dude.
I feel bad for Ryan. Like, obviously, no hate on. He's just a little kid. He's innocent. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like what
He's just
could
trying
he
to
do?
have
He's just
toys.
doing what his parents are
Yeah.
telling him because he's not old enough to like.
When he
make his
grows
own
up,
decisions about it.
he's oh man, I feel bad for the kid already. He's gonna have a rough time.
Yeah.
British people, when it stops raining and they try to find out what the big yellow thing in the sky is. I know, I don't like it. It hurts my face and my eyes. That's why I stay inside all the time. It's weird. I think it's what you guys call overcast. Is what we permanently have here in this country. I think that's the term you guys use. That.
Yeah, that.
So that's why I like GTA 3 so much, because the mood was very in line with how it feels over here. It's always like that. Yeah, I don't know. That was a bit of a left field. But
I want
yeah,
to end on a
yeah.
good note, so I don't want to talk about Ryan anymore. Fuck that guy.
Poor old kid, man. He's gonna have it rough soon when he grows up and does some
Fuck
hard
his
drugs.
parents. Anyone who puts their kid in that position should be like actually killed for like endangerment. Because you're exposing your child to basically like thousands of predators that could witness like.
Well,
through
yeah, well, it's
the-
not
the
just
online
that.
space.
It's not just that. Yeah, well, any kid who puts stuff on the internet is doing that. Really, it's not just the fact that he's exposing it to.
Well, he doesn't have
predators, as long as
choice
they
in the
protect
matter.
him.
It's not like
It's
he's
also just
posting
the
it.
fact that
Get in legal
it's
trouble for
marketing.
doing that? Like, didn't he actually get fucking like in legal trouble for doing that kind of shit?
The kid got in legal
No,
trouble.
the
They
parents.
sued the kid.
I don't know.
Yeah, because like Child Protective Services, like it's like literally like because you guys remember Daddy 05, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, I was thinking they're gonna lose the kid in the same manner. They're gonna lose
Because
Ryan, man.
they're just like making the kid cry, and they're fucking just like
Well, they're not doing that to Ryan, I don't think. But I get what
Yeah, I
you mean.
mean,
It's the exploitation for profit thing. It's really creepy
Yeah.
to see him on like merchandise and games and shit. It's just weird. Like, this is a real life kid. It's not some character or persona. It's a real child just being himself. It's just so weird and wrong. It feels wrong. It feels icky and wrong to see his face and name and everything as a brand on a product that's being sold in stores that you can buy as merchandise. It just don't feel right. It's a fucking kid, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the positive note you've got? I haven't even mentioned Spider-Man. I keep saying I haven't mentioned it. And
I
haven't
don't. Go
mentioned
ahead.
it.
Go ahead and talk about Spider-Man. This is kind of chopped.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, there are no kids in there. Yeah, it was good. That's it. That's my whole thing. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
No, there is more, but I don't want to spoil anything. 'Cause I don't know. Is anyone
Okay.
in the chat? Have you guys seen it, or do you want to see it?
I frankly don't
Do you
give
mind?
a shit. As far
but
as I'm good.
Live
you-
action boss baby. No, we're not talking about Ryan no more. Relax. Has anyone in the chat seen the No Way Home Spider-Man? Because it came out like what 4 days ago, I think, and I just saw it yesterday. Because I'm getting confused because it's after midnight, so it's the 19th now. But it came out on the 15th here in the UK. I don't know about America, but if any of you in the chat have seen it or you haven't seen it and you want to see it, you don't want me to spoil it because I
How
can
about just talk
easily tell you
some general strengths? How about that? Like,
general
what's-
strengths.
what's
Massive
good about it?
nostalgia bait. Massive nostalgia bait. Anyone who's a fan of the older ones, you know, obviously the Superior trilogy, the original Superior trilogy, which I always have a place in my heart for them.
The same Raymond?
Yeah, the Raimi trilogy. Yeah.
Raimi, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah. If you like those old films, and even if you like the amazing, not so amazing Spider-Man films, which weren't really that great, but I mean, if you like
They're
the
funny.
older
They're fun.
films and you have nostalgia for them, you will love this one because it really. I love what the whoever came up with the creative process of the ideas of the plot and what to do. They just sat in the room and think, okay, what are we going to do with this movie? What are we going to put in it? And it's I just love what they came up with because they just took characters and they put them in a situation where they wouldn't normally be and just did stuff with it, and it's just so interesting to see. It's not just some next fucking superhero film where they go and fight some evil and blah blah blah, right? They take stuff that so obviously the nostalgia bait is there because they're relying on, oh, remember that, but it is still cool though. Like, I know they're doing it and I know they're doing it, but like, it's still cool.
It still works on
It's
you,
like,
right?
yeah, it when done right, because obviously if it's the GTA trilogy, then they fucked up. But like, what they did with it is they have them like interact with each other and do different things, and like they're not evil for a moment or something. Like, I don't want to give away too much, but like they have them in situations where it puts them out of what they'd have done originally and puts them in like how would they act and what would they do in these situations, and it's just so interesting. I just loved watching them. Every time I went to a scene with like him and these characters, I'm like, can we just go back to them again? Because I just want to see what they're going to do next. Because by the way, I going in have not seen any of the Tom Holland like MCU, but I haven't seen any of the shit. The only films I think I've actually seen that are in the MCU with like the original Iron Man, first one, and like, I don't know, one of the Thors because it was on TV, and maybe a bit of some of the Avengers, like the first two. Like, I haven't seen like pretty much any of it. Like,
I'm sure I've seen more of them than I could probably name, but like, I really just don't remember a lot of them at this point. And that's the big problem because you're expected to remember a lot of them.
Yeah, but I know for a fact that I've barely seen any of it. Like, I don't really do the Marvel stuff, so like, going in, I wasn't gonna watch it, but because I was tagging along and people were already going to see it, so I thought I'd go along with them. Then I saw like the reviews in the newspapers, like the 5-star glowing reviews, and then the rumors and like, oh, da 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 da. I don't want to give away anything, but certain things were said in the reviews that confirmed my hopes, and like, I just thought that, wow, okay, yeah. And then I saw that clip on Twitter, just today, this morning, where like there was people in the theater like screaming and fucking going wild and mad for a certain scene in the film. The whole fucking theater room just going.
That's actually something that loses me, honestly. Like, live
I don't know,
streams that are just like intentionally like abusive, not abusive, but just like incredibly energetic to the point where it's distracting.
You got to take it with a grain of salt though, because that is American cinema. We wouldn't really see that here, but even still, that is partly just hype. But when I watched it, I'm pretty sure I know what scene those people were cheering for. And even in our cinema theater room, where there was hardly anyone in there, there was a few people in a part of the UK where, let's just say, it's not really the kind of people that are well into the nerdy stuff, but I guess that some of them would be anyway, but it's not the kind of people, so not that invested sort of thing. But even in this room, when those scenes happened and certain things were revealed halfway through, I heard the murmurs around the room, like, like a little bit of whoa, like there was hype, a little bit. That was British hype. That's hype. That's the equivalent. Americans are like, yeah, woo, throwing the popcorn everywhere, drinks flying. Us, ooh, shit. Yeah, whoa, calm down, Brits, calm down.
I'm just thinking of the video of like the Force Awakens premiere where someone gets called a retard for having their phone flash on. And, like, the entire theater is like yelling at him.
I remember that. It's like, oh my god.
I don't remember, but yeah, it was. I gotta say, like I say, I'm like the worst possible person to go into this film because I know little to nothing about the MCU, and also I've not seen any of the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. I've heard they're very good. I've got nothing against them. I've just not been interested to see any of them. So I knew nothing. I only decided to go in after I'd seen the reviews and I heard about what they were doing in the film and the things they were bringing back, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to see, just to see like the old stuff. And that part of it was obviously the reason why I enjoyed it. That shit was really awesome to see. And there's certain actors that have such a commanding presence, and they revive their roles like 15 or almost 20 years later, and they still got it. They still got it, man. They steal the show when they're on screen and they're talking. It's just so, you just want to see more of them. They're so good. Two particular guys, you probably know the ones I'm talking about, but they got it. They still got it. And not just that, there's other reasons to get happy about it too. There's just as a fan of certain other films from the past and like the things they bring back and that. Yeah, there's something
Enjoyment
to
is
enjoy.
important when it comes to shit like what you're supposed to enjoy is like fuck. What you're enjoying is like important when you're voting for with your wallet.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I really
that's
listen to. Is like as long as you have something that you're enjoying, like that's the entire reason like that your cash is going in that direction.
Mm-hmm. I rarely go to the cinema, so when I do go, it's because I made a conscious decision that I kind of want to see this film for a good reason. It's not just, I want to see a film today. It's like, no, I'm not going to go to cinema unless that film is like, yeah, I definitely want to see this.
I had a time like in high school where I just like I enjoyed watching movies like maybe once a week or so. Like I went to like that shit like all the time because there was something to do. That ended up leading me to like fucking I ended up watching the fucking Transformers movies, like the baby Transformers movies. Yeah. Which I was a small, stupid child, and I thought like big robot explodes. So that's
I can totally see you watching them. Smash. Yeah.
That's actually a big project I want to do. I just want to go back through every single like movie
Smash
and just like
okay,
realize like how bad they actually are. Because
that's a good idea.
Even like stupid child me, like I didn't watch The Last Night in theaters. I caught it on a movie channel. That's a bad movie.
What's that one?
Transformers: The Last Night. It was the fifth one. It was the fifth movie.
Fifth one? Wasn't that just like a few years ago? You weren't a child then.
No, that was like fucking 2015.
Yeah, that wasn't that long. Oh god, I'm old. I was gonna say that wasn't that long ago.
I don't know. I remember John and Bumblebee came out when I was still in high school, and it was cool.
2015. That was when John and all them other guys in Skype were saying. They were saying words back then that were a bit rude. That we can't say anymore. But yeah, that don't feel like that long ago. We weren't kids, we were teenagers.
It was
God. And we're not teenagers
anymore.
I'm still
anymore.
a child. Okay, let's not do this.
Let's fucking child. Small brain child. I got kicked in the head. Every time I
drain damage.
Yeah. Drain damage.
But yeah, one thing I also wanted to say about this film is I don't know if it must be better for people who have actually watched the other Tom Holland Spider-Man films because that's part of the whole like story, more of that shit. It's a bit of an isolated story though. Like it's not continuing stuff that's happening in the universe and that it's very isolated. It felt like an episode of a cartoon or something or a TV show where it was very contained. So I don't think you had to know everything that happened before, but it does kind of pick up where the last film left off. So I needed to ask for the context of that for someone who knew had seen it. But other than that, once it gets into the film, everything that happens in it is very contained. So you don't really need to have seen it anyway. But even still, I feel like part of the appeal is people enjoy watching the Tom Holland Spider-Man and the other characters that the group of three, the MJ in that universe and the fat fucking nerdy kid who is literally just the fat nerdy kid, the third wheel.
He actually is though.
But I feel like it's literally just the same it's the same trope, yeah. But I feel like people who know and love these characters already will enjoy it more because they're familiar with that. I knew nothing about them going in, so of course I'm gonna I'm not gonna really care. But one thing I really have to point out is even though the obvious nostalgia-based stuff, I really enjoyed that because it was like so cool to see them all again. And yes, when I say all, I mean all. That's all I'm gonna say. Even though it was really cool to see them all again, there's one problem I really had with the film, and I think you're probably gonna say that's just Marvel films in general, but it just really wasn't funny. Like it really, every time they were trying to be funny, I was like I wasn't like, that's cringe.
Marvel like has tone clash like hard. Marvel does tone clash really, really hard.
It wasn't like YouTube Rewind kind of humor. Not that bad, but like it was just so not funny. Like
they set a standard for themselves that has to be like mandated now. Like you need your jokes in your Marvel movie in order to like.
It wasn't painfully unfunny, but it was just not funny.
Doesn't fit.
Does that make any sense?
It doesn't.
But there was jokes. Yeah, it was just. Especially with a lot of like the villain characters, where it just feels a bit out of place that they're talking about like saying a silly thing like that. Even like I know that sounds rich coming from like a fan of the Raimi films, where like obviously really corny and goofy, but like
I like them too. I like them as pieces.
Yeah, but I mean like there's certain jokes where like the villains in those films would say really corny shit, like it's straight out of the comic book, so it feels kind of authentic. But the humor in this one is like they would say things that are like really silly. Like with the other characters that doesn't really feel right, like they would do that. Like, dude, they're evil. They wouldn't really. I don't know. It's a bit weird. And there's this constant like jokes where it's like either something's awkward or they say something that you know, like it sounds like they're going off script, like that kind of joke. I don't know how to explain
improv.
it.
Improv.
That happens
It is
a lot,
improv.
and I don't like it. It's not very funny, you know. It's not, but it's so yeah. It's not like it's a bad film or I hated it. It's not like I didn't like it. I still enjoyed what was there, but it's like every time it's this constant recurring attempt at humor that's always there, and it's just not funny. Are all the Marvel films like this? Are they all like that? Because it would be just a great film even without. It didn't need that humor. Like it could just fine, just play it straight, you know.
If you wanted something that was just constantly unfunny, look where we are now.
The man names himself after the Joker doesn't like silly villains. Now, look, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a difference in the Raimi trilogy. For example, Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1, right? It's really corny. The lines that he delivers, the things he says, it's so over the top and cheesy. It is silly, but it's different. It's not what I'm talking about. It's like it feels like he's a comic book character, the corniness of a comic book. It feels authentic because it's like goofiness, but it's got a charm to it, you know? Whereas what I mean here is the jokes they're trying to tell, or the funny, not the jokes they're trying to tell, but like the moments they're trying to make funny. Like, it's not even really a joke. It's just things they say that are awkward that are kind of funny. It's like, it feels like, I'm going to sound like a fucking autistic tard here, but like, it just feels like such normie humor. Like, I can't find anyone who would laugh at this than someone who's just on their Facebook feed.
It's
I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. It's mandated. It's focus grouped.
It's like,
so
yeah,
easy to do
it's
that
like
shit.
the most bland, common person humor. I can't see most people laughing at it who aren't
For a
laughing at
joke.
like a cat video. Like, someone who laughs at a cute cat video on the internet would probably laugh at some of these. I don't know. I never got the appeal with animal videos either. Like, oh yeah, the animal looks nice, but I don't really care. I know that's kind of blasphemous because like the internet was kind of built on funny animal videos, but I've never
It's kind of painful. I
given
have
a
to tell
shit
you
about.
now.
Yeah. Sorry. You can't do that though. I'm immortal now. I transcend the power of this. But yeah.
You don't like cat
So
videos,
the
so
silliness
cancel
I
that.
mean is like it just feels so out of place that the villains or something would be like suddenly doing this whole improv-ish style moment. It doesn't. It feels out of character. It feels awkward. It feels like it turns into an SNL skit, almost like that. Like it turns into the actors of the villain, like doing a bit with the main characters or something like that. I don't know if it happened that much. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but that humor was prevalent throughout. And I don't know. It's a bit weird.
It's like you're saying. That's just all Marvel movies. They all have like an element of that because they're required.
Yeah, I don't
That's what I'm
like
just
that.
trying to say. No matter like how you like spin it, no matter how it's presented, that's exactly how it happens.
Fair enough. But for those who love all the Spider-Mans, I definitely recommend you check it out because it has all the Spider-Mans. And when I say all the I mean like the movies, like the things that you loved. It's all there. It's all in there. Trust me, it is all in there, and that's the most I'm gonna say. And yeah, it's you're a fan, you'll love it.
Spider-Man into the shit. Into the
Spider-Man
into the
never
no
ever
way
going
shit.
home. Spider-Man never going to go home ever again because you're locked, bound out of a fucking country while the virus swept again and you can't ever go home again. Fuck you, you can't, the government owns you now. You put the
Spider-Man,
cloth on
home
your
address
face,
online.
put the cloth for the
Home
face
address.
on your face and take the 57th jab so you can buy supermarket groceries to live, you bastard, home. That's the new one that's coming
Spider-Man,
out
your
next
home
year.
address is posted on the image board.
Spider-Man, we know where your home is. We know Spider-Man homeless person. Spider-Man homeless. That's the next one. It's just called Homeless.
Spider-Man homo.
And that'll be the one after, because now he's homeless. You know what he has to do to get by? Come on, $5 is $5, right?
John, you know, right?
Spider-Man homo.
Yeah, I know that very well. I can teach him a thing or two. I'll be in the next movie.
So does anyone have anything to say about the movie while I was going on and on and on about it? Let's see. Spider-Man good. I don't care about Spider-Man except for Spider-Verse. I never saw Spider-Verse, and I know that sounds like a crime. I probably should see
I
it at
haven't
some
seen
point.
Spider-Verse
When it came
either.
out,
The clips I've seen out of context seem a
Oh.
bit confusing, but otherwise, like, it looks okay.
yeah, when it came out, I saw the internet were exploding with praise and support for this film. Like it was the greatest thing they'd ever seen in 20 years.
It's well animated
So I'm
and
sure it was
stylized, that's
pretty
the thing.
Right. Spider-Man, very good. Yes, I've fallen for corporate product. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, but I want to iterate. it's not just that the humor wasn't funny is what makes it an okay film instead of a great film, but like even regardless of the humor, whether it was funny or not, it's okay. Like I wasn't blown away.
You can accept some. You can accept some
I
of them, honestly. Marvel has made some crap recently, like some actual crap. So
it's not bad.
You don't
It's
have
not
to
bad,
take all
but
of them
it's
at
not-
face value.
It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. It's just, it's purely the best thing about it is the nostalgia bait, is what they bring back. But I definitely enjoyed the Suicide Squad a lot more. I had a lot more fun watching that. I really liked that film. That was great. That was a great film. But this one is just, it's pretty good. It's okay. Yeah, so it's okay. That's my review. It's a bit of a shit
There we
review.
go.
The Joker is still the best one we will ever see, and nothing will top
It's because
it.
it's an actual movie. That one's an actual movie, and not
Yeah.
like
theme
comic
park.
book
That's
people.
what Martin Scorsese said. Theme parks. I get it. I totally.
Yeah.
You got to understand where he's coming from with that. He's right. He's right. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily. You could be a theme park if you want it to be, but it's true. You see where he's coming from. It's true. But yeah,
bunch of cotton candy makes a fat fuck.
yeah.
Bro.
I really hate how the MCU does the undermine a serious moment with a joke thing. Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's pretty awful.
Yeah, I can't like present an example right now because I can't do improv and fucking shit at it.
You could
But,
just
like,
think
there'll be
Marvel, and you're gonna think that
emotional
shit.
moment,
Like,
and they'll just
people
say
have
like
enough examples.
one character will just say an offhand comment all of a sudden, and then the dramatic music like stops, and then they start saying stuttering and saying awkward words that sound like it was
Xbox
scripted.
Live. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Every single time is the stuttering.
Yeah, because stuttering is what they don't normally do in the script. Because normally scripts
Normally
are made-
movies are like well articulated, but he's not.
Normally, no. See, the point is, normally a script in a TV show or film never has stutters in it because people are made to say all of these crazy, amazing bits of dialogue that in real life you can't really string together and remember. So there's got to be a point where it sounds realistic. When
Look how
they stutter.
relatable we are.
Except now they do it so much where it becomes unrealistic again because they do it way too much. It's like I'm not always stuttering and awkward all the time. It's not
I'm
like
dead
that.
inside.
By the way, I just want to put this out there. I might have said this in a past suck, but it's been so long I can't remember. But I just want to put this out there. Every trailer, right? And once I say this, you'll never unsee it. You will always notice it every time you go and watch trailers for a movie or whatever. Every trailer. I was going to say one thing, but there's a second thing now. There's a second thing. Okay, so the first thing was basically the same thing we were just saying about Marvel humor, like the awkward, the dramatic music stops and they say some awkward thing, and that's the joke, and then the music starts again, and then they
Can't keep
continue.
getting away with it.
That happens in every trailer of any movie that has one joke in it. If it's like a horror film or something, maybe it'll be like it won't have that, or if it's like a bloody violent movie. But if it's like any film that has any comedy in it whatsoever, it always does that in the trailer once, where they do that thing where the trailer just stops, it grinds to a halt for a stupid joke that's not even funny. It's not even a joke, it's like a comment a character makes that's supposed to be funny or weird, wacky, and then the music stops, and then you wait like a good few seconds, and then it picks up again, and then continues. It's like, what the fuck was that? We didn't need that. But every trailer does it. You watch, and the second
Death to
thing,
psychology.
the second thing I think has been a thing in the first thing has always been around with comedy movies, but the second thing has been in recent years, right? I think maybe stuff like Logan kind of popularized it, but this whole thing of like taking a classic or old-fashioned old song from like decades ago and like making it either one of two things. They either make it epic, dramatic, shit version, right? Two steps from fuck, right? Or
It's called the nostalgia
slow-
piano. That's really
or the
it's just
slow, emotional piano ballad version where they sing it, and you know the lyrics because it's some like classic rock song or fucking folk song or whatever, but it's sung in like this fucking boring ass.
piano is such an
bullshit
easy
fucking
instrument
pop
to
song.
manipulate people with. It's like a violin.
You just hear the piano go dun, dun, and you know it's gonna be one of them fucking not this
Yeah.
shit again. Like I saw it when we went to see Spider-Man, right? One of the trailers was for it was literally just like Independence Day but with the moon. This is literally what this film is. What's it fucking called again? I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Something to do with the moon, right? And it's
Moon
literally
Independence Day.
Yeah, it literally
that.
is just that. And I'm thinking, is this directed by Roland Emmerich? Because he literally just makes the same film over and over. I didn't get to see if it had his name on it. It flashed by too quick, them credits at the end, but it might have been. But yeah, that trailer had Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Moon Rising, right? And it was just that. It was like some woman singing it. I see a bad moon rising. And there's all this fucking big shit going. And it's like, yeah, okay. They keep doing this. They take like a classic song and they either epicify it or they emotionally pianoify it. Every time.
The
And it was
balls
okay.
grab.
It was okay a couple of times. Like Logan did it with like well, I guess they didn't epicify it because the song, it was Johnny Cash's "Hurt," right? It was already like that. But I feel like that was one of the few films that started that whole trend of like every trailer doing that. You know what I mean?
Just make a
they're
movie,
all
dude.
doing that.
You gotta just make a fucking movie and just improve on the formula that we have now.
But you
That's
watch
all we
out,
can
guys,
export.
in the chat and that. Next time you go to see a film in the theater or cinema, and you have to sit through the trailers, I'm telling you, those two things will keep happening every fucking time.
Yeah.
You watch it now. You won't be able to not notice it now.
Guys, give it up for the first suck to go with 0 dislikes. Give it up.
No, but you know what?
Fucking
you know what?
did it.
People are gonna.
No, it's actually legit. He's right. He's correct. Because I got the extension on. It actually does have 0
You just keep
dislikes.
raising the fucking bar, guys.
Yep. We did it. And
We're never
7
gonna have
7 likes.
dislikes.
Yeah. Oh, this video is clearly very liked. 4 people watching, 7 likes. Man, we're so well liked. There's people who don't even watch us who like us. And also,
yeah.
you can't go through this whole episode and have this background on this image without playing that sound effect at least once.
Only because you specifically asked for it.
The fuck?
What? Well,
Did you hear that?
no, I didn't hear anything. Hello?
What?
Did you play a sound effect?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh my god, fucking Discord's cutting out. It sounds fine on the stream.
Oh man, can you play it one more time just for us? Come on, there's like 4 of the bigger ones in the background.
I'm literally playing it right fucking now.
I don't hear anything. There's nothing.
I have to open a stream.
Yeah, let me open the stream. Oh my god, let me open the stream. So I've got the stream open the whole time, but I unmute it and I just said, I can't hear any of that, dude. Discord is discriminating against the stone-faced people. Unbelievable. Can't hear it in the call.
Stone-faced?
Stone face
Okay.
people? Okay.
I think he's pressed it so many times that he's accounted for all the ones on the tree as well. But I don't know why there's 4 of them. He should have put like the emojis of us that we made, faces. Should have done that one. That has to be next time, I suppose. Movie
suppose.
trailer music. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it's literally movie trailer music. You just made one right there.
Yeah, that's the trailer for the next time.
The balls. The dick. I don't know where I'm going with this. Thank you guys for coming down. It's good to see everyone in good spirits, or best of spirits as it can be.
You know, we would do
Wish
well.
everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, the like.
Merry Christmas, Happy
I don't-
Kwanzaa.
Happy New Year in case I don't see you before then.
Before we all die, probably. I don't know.
Happy
okay. We are
New
gonna die.
2020 number 3, because we're still in 2020. Remember, it hasn't ended yet.
2023.
2022.
I don't think 2020 is going to end until 2024. Just saying.
We'll see.
Just saying.
Alright.
Alright.
Just saying.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Do it every time like a sign
Fuck
off.
you. Fuck you.